Welcome to my all-species park, Hammond's Ark, home to a pair of each of the 122 total species to preserve their genetic code. This is my biggest Jurassic World Evolution 2 park ever. What started as a sketch is now complete and ready for the tour. Come along. When we take our first step into Hammond's Ark, we are greeted by the Innovation Center, framed by the monorail arch. And in front of the Innovation Center, we have the reflection pool. This entry plaza has a variety of guest amenities, and of course, the view of the first dinosaurs on our park tour. As I turn around to show you the park entrance, you might notice a disturbing lack of park entrance. This is a top tip if you want to build a huge park yourself. Just delete the entrance building so the game isn't bogged down running the math on amenity profits, dinosaur appeal, path overcrowding, and all of that. This park has 244 animals and thousands upon thousands of decorations, but still runs pretty smoothly at about 40 to 50 frames per second. But don't let me paint too rosy a picture, because finishing this park drove me crazy. It is actually behind the artist formerly known as our park entrance, where we will find the first dinosaurs, the Stegoceratops and the Triceratops. And it's gonna look like they share a habitat, but that's actually not the case, because all dinosaurs in this park have their own habitat. So here we have the Stegosaurus, my personal favorite IRL. I love the Stegosaurus so much. And beside the Stegosaurus, separated by invisible fencing, is the Triceratops, who appear to be a little more shy. Yeah, but we're gonna get another chance to see them. You can see the viewing galleries over there. But the idea behind Hammond's Ark, which by the way is a name suggestion that came through a comment, which I thought was absolutely brilliant. But the idea is that all of the dinosaurs have their own habitats, which is why, you know, without mixed habitats, we really had to use the entire square map, as you can imagine. We're first gonna go to the left and see if we can get a look at that shy Triceratops and also what's in that aviary over there. And I hope you're gonna stick around to see where in the park your favorite dinosaur is. I know it's a really big tour, so, you know, grab a snack, grab a drink, but I hope you're gonna stick around and come along. And in the meantime, comment your favorite species in a comment down below. Also, your favorite might be wandering around the park because dinosaurs tend to escape in this park. The game is keeping track of so many bushes, it forgets what solid concrete is. I promise you, there are there are Triceratops in here, emerging. Oh, they're both together, because of course they are. This is the Ark, they're supposed to be together. Okay, getting a little too cozy. Okay, well, that's very on brand, thank you very much. As you see, the viewing galleries are actually situated off the main path, so we have this section off to the side, which is something you'll see quite a bit in this park, because I really love the look of that, creating like a private moment of it. Before I pop into the aviary and see what's in there, because I've definitely forgotten, this is also where we have the hotels. I like putting those close to park entrances. And we have shelters if the need arises, which somehow that need always does arrive in a dinosaur park. Fancy that. So yeah, let's pop into this aviary and see what's in here. The first aviary species on our tour is the Barbariodactylus, flying around, and sitting next to its mate on the perch. Unfortunately, all aviary species and lagoon species, sneak preview in the background. Oh, it's the chonkers! But yeah, unfortunately, all aviary and lagoon species only have a singular dome available to them, and that was a necessity because, again, every species has their own habitat in this park, and the square map is only so big. Exiting the first aviary, we're gonna walk to, like, the right arm of the entry plaza, where we have the second aviary on our tour. I hear them. I don't see them. Oh! And there you go, they're sitting on the rock right in front of the viewing gallery. That is, of course, by design. The other view was the log, but they have chosen the rock. Okay, so that's the winner. We have another sneak preview in the back, by the way, as the Geosternbergia takes off. We see our Brachiosaurus. But yeah, I put this stuff specifically right in front of the aviary viewing gallery, so we could see this. And maybe... Oh! And again, chosen the rock. Okay. Okay, so it really does seem that they prefer the rocks. Maybe these guys can't even sit on the log. Some of them can. Look at the brachy! Let's continue our tour, and we're gonna make our way back to the main entry plaza with our innovation center and our reflection pool. And this is one of the areas where, you know, I did waste some space on, you know, a lot of path, like big plaza. And there are a couple of big plazas throughout this park, but a lot of it, of course, like a lot of the real estate is dedicated to the habitats, right? Because we had to make 122 separate habitats. By the way, shout out to Python X35 for the inspiration here to just line this entire reflection pool with rocks. I tried out some different decorations to line it with, but I felt like the rocks really did it in this case. So here we have the Innovation Center, and you guys know that one of my favorite things is to play around with elevation in a park. I think that's really important to create like nice viewpoints, stuff like that. Again, this park wasn't that suitable for it, right? Because elevation means you lose space to the hills, like the gentle slope of the hill. So there's not like any spectacular mountains here, but when we walk around the Innovation Center, we do get like our first bit of elevated view. And you sort of look down into this little pond. You see some amenities. You see Aviary in the background there. And that's just like a sneak peek of where we're gonna go. This area is actually one of my favorites in the park, and it's probably because I dared to waste some space here on decorative water and lots of path work for the guest areas. It just makes for a really nice aerial overview that has some spectacle to it. But I don't want to sell other parts of the park short either, so let's just continue our exploration. And we're gonna go off to the side. We're not gonna go down into the lower section quite yet. So when we come up here, you know, we could go down, and of course we will later on in the tour. But first off, I want to take you into this branch that goes off to the side. We have, well, we have a restroom. When you gotta go, you gotta go. But what I wanted to say is we have some hotels here, which actually aren't hotels. If we go into here, the idea here is that this is our sauropod feeding attraction. Now, the sauropods are currently in the lower section of their habitat. Again, we'll get there later. But yeah, the sauropods would be lured up here at certain times to be hand-fed by our guests. You know, not every building needs to be what the game says it is, right? And the same for decorations. You can use your imagination and substitute things to make your own ideas work. I actually have like an entire video with like fake attraction ideas where if you use just a little bit of imagination, you can actually pretend that things aren't as they seem. So again, more viewing galleries off the main path. So we're in this separate section. And let's pop into the middle one, and this is the Acrianthesaurus habitat. And here comes the ultimate chunk walking up the hill. I gotta come clean with you guys. I don't think the habitats in this park are my best work, and that is because after decorating all of the guest areas with like a super high level of detail, I was very concerned about the park just becoming unplayable if I added the same level of detail to the habitats. So the habitats are quite simple, but one of the strengths, I think, of Jurassic World Evolution 2 is that even a simple habitat still looks good, because the nature in this game just looks good. But I think the guest areas is where this park shines in the attention to detail there. So here we had the Acrianthesaurus viewing galleries off to the side, and then this curved bit of path gives us a moment to look into the dimetrodon habitat. And you see the bridge across there. We're going to be walking across that. That's going to give us view into the Spinosaurus habitat. I actually see one walking around. But first I want to take you to like the end of this arm that branches off towards the very edge of the map. And if I speed that up a little bit, we can actually see that there's a tour here going through one of the herbivore habitats. Just so, you know, this might feel like a dead end, but it's not actually, right? You could just hop into the tour and that takes you to another point in the park. We're just not making use of that right now. And at the very end, we have, you know, toilets and guest amenities. So there are reasons for our guests to come over here, spend some time in. And it's not actually a useless dead end. To my surprise, when I was planning out this tour route, as I always do, I plan my tours beforehand. I was surprised at how well that actually turned out. How much of the park you can see without running into a dead end and having to double back a whole lot. That's purely accidental, but yeah, that worked out quite well. In the meantime, as I was yapping, I walked past the entry point that I meant to go through. This is a mistake. You should not be here. Alright, well, that's a thing. Anyway, we're gonna move on. So to our right now, we have the dimetrodon habitat. And if we just walk along this nicely framed path, we have the bridge, and you heard the screech of the Spinoraptor already. So if we go into this viewing gallery, hopefully we're lucky. Oh, hold on, I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna pause so we don't miss out. There, we walk onto the bridge. Again, this is the dimetrodon habitat. They're a little shy right now. I know one of them escaped. One of them is just out into the park. But look at that! That's so cool. So yeah, you could just walk along this bridge and see the Spinoraptors just so close. I really like that. Of course, we have our stupidity barrier, so our guests don't touch the 10,000-volt fence. And also, we have a Spinosaurus skeleton in the water right there. I really like doing that because you don't see the concrete base. I think that's pretty cool. Alright, now if we hurry along to this viewing gallery... Ah, I just missed out. He's just sleeping there. But yeah, look how cool that Spino skull looks in the water. I really, really, really love that. Oh, here she comes. And yes, this would be the female, I think. Because for the skin suggestions... At least at the start, in like the earlier streams, we're really committed to making the females a little bit more camouflaged and the males stand out a little bit more. You know, the bird philosophy of things. And our massive tour continues. So now, again, on our right, we have the dimetrodon habitat. On the left, this would be one of the sauropods. I think it's Memenchi, but I don't know off the top of my head. We're gonna see that, though. We're gonna see that. It was the habitat with the hotels as like a feeding attraction. So if I speed up a bit on our way back to the main plaza with the innovation center, so like the beacon that marks the start of the park. And what's actually pretty cool, I don't think it works that way in the game, but in the movie, I think there's like an actual beacon shooting up from the top of the innovation center. So yeah, you would be able to see that beam of light from any point in the park, sort of guiding your way back to the start. And now we go down into the lower section. Again, innovation center above us. This is our little decorative bit of water. Oh, look at the Allosaurus at the top of the hill there. We have some skeletal decorations. That's not morbid at all after literally just looking at the Allosaurus. So yeah, this just has, you know, seating opportunities, guest amenities, all of that stuff. It's just really nice open area. And just relying a lot on the spectacular architecture of the Innovation Center and a whole bunch of Spinosaurus skulls. No actual Spinos were harmed during the making of this park. But I think this looks really nice. I love using water to this effect. You know, not everything needs to be a habitat. I wonder where my escaped dimetrodon is. He was here earlier. We're gonna move along though. And something you might notice, which is... Oh! There he is! See, I told you. Yeah, we're gonna see a couple more escaped dinosaurs during this tour, because they just keep phasing through the fences. The game is struggling to keep track of what is solid concrete and what is just open air for them to walk through. But something you might notice, which is very unusual for me, is a disturbing lack of monorail tracks. And not just decoratively, but also functionally. There's no monorail transport system in this park. What we have instead is this right here, tour track. So if we hop into this alley, we have the Jurassic Tour building, and this is the first of several throughout the park. This is our transport system in Hammond's Ark. So if you don't want to walk around the entire way, you can hop into one of the vehicles and you can hop off at several points, and that makes getting around this massive park you know, easier on your knees and the soles of your feet and your laziness. I just felt like having the monorail tracks sneaking all through the park would be too overwhelming, would be really messy, and I always wanted to do a transport system with tour vehicles, but it's really something you need to plan. And this is the first and only park I ever planned from start to finish. Like, this started as a sketch in Photoshop and then a sketch on the map itself with the terrain brushes, and now it's finally completed. So yeah, it's been a long journey, but it was the perfect opportunity to actually lay down a tour track as transport, because I planned this whole thing from the get-go. In the meantime, as I've been yapping, we've reached the next aviary, and I know Thanatos Dragon is in here. Oh, just landing out of sight. That's one of them. So how about we quickly hop on over into the other viewing dome, viewing gallery, I should say, because there's one on each side. So we can walk around here. Again, some decorative water coming out of the aviary. Look at all these tiny potted plants behind our stupidity barrier. I like how this looks, though. I think this looks really nice with the amber in the water. But if I quickly, before they leave, and just fly over to the other side, if I go into here. Yeah, there you go. This is like the equivalent of sleeping in separate bedrooms. One of them on top of the rock and the other sitting on the log. I think they're both asleep. By the way, I love this. Like, sitting on top of the tall rock looks so cool. It's just one of those rocks turned, you know, on its end. All right, enough talking about a rock. Let's continue our tour and, you know, find more dinosaurs and other prehistoric species to gawk at instead of rocks. But this is another one of the big plazas in the park. Circular plaza. We have a Megalodon lagoon at the very center. And around it, we have 3 tiny habitats for some tiny species. Let's look at the Megalodon lagoon first. Let me just speed up a little bit. I'm just too excited to see the Megalodon. All right, going down. Down? What's down? What is down? Oh, I can't go down, obviously, because there's no park entrance, so nothing functions. I'm just gonna cheat a little bit. We're just sort of gonna mimic the experience, right? So I'm just gonna park us right here. There, we're gonna hit play so we can get that underwater experience. So I just added a ton of kelp in here to sort of hide the fact that it is, again, just a singular circular lagoon, which is very small. So for, you know, bigger species like Megalodon and later Quetzalcoatlus, it looks quite odd, but we had to be frugal with our space because, of course, Evo wanted to waste some space on some plazas that I felt served the park's spectacular nature a bit better. Clearly, my priorities are all messed up. Okay, let's continue walking around this plaza, though. So there's, you know, there's decorations dotted around, amenities nestled within this plaza as well to really break it up and not make it feel like too wide and open and expansive. And just, yeah, give it some cozy moments. In the meantime, our first tiny habitat is for the homalocephali. Just walking around over here, and I guess can get quite close. Super adorable. And as we continue along, Mr. DNA is ganging up on Hammond. They just want a drop of his blood. We're gonna move on, though. So yeah, these tiny habitats just have the malta wall pieces lining them. And we can go through here, and then we have the second tiny habitat. This will be Microceratus. And these, I'm surprised they're in here. There you go, because these were quite the escape artists as well. There's the other one. It just felt really appropriate to give these tiny species really small habitats, you know? And the last of the small species, at least, you know, in this circular area, is, and yes, I have forgotten. Oh, there you go, Spinosaurus. With its floofy tail. Here, let me just show you, like, one of the cozier moments that I've created here, right? So by using this wall piece, and yeah, from like the aerial perspective, it might look a little bit out of place. Like, why is there just this wall piece here? But from the guest perspective, it creates just this cozy area where you can have a rest amidst this giant plaza. And I felt like, yeah, that really, you know, like a park design from a more human perspective as opposed to like the god-like perspective that we usually have as park builders, right? We're gonna move on though. We're gonna leave this plaza behind and I'm gonna pretend I'm not lost. Oh, I should be hopping into this viewing gallery along the way. Oh, and I missed one of the critical galleries as well. Hold on. All right, here we have the Uteranus. So, ooh, nice. I love that. Alright, sorry, I got totally distracted by the beauty that is the Uteranus. But yeah, around this circular plaza are the majority of our feathered species. So Uteranus, Dinosaurus, and Therizinosaurus off the top of my head. Like, those are like the big three. We have more feathered species, but, you know, I just wanted to have some feathered species around this circular plaza to sort of give it a bit of a theme. Now, a lot of the dinosaurs are placed rather randomly, I would say, throughout this park. But in some areas, I try to put some logic behind it. So I'm just running across now, because I definitely neglected to pop into the Theory viewing gallery. And the, oh, and Gigantoraptor, of course. I just looked at my little tour map. The Therizinosaurus are just at the top of the hill there, looking menacing as heck. One of my ultimate favorite species in the game. Like, a close second place, but it's really, really, really close, because I absolutely love this addition to the dinosaur roster in the game. Just look at them. Oh my god, these are paid actors. What is happening? What? I feel a little intimidated, honestly. Oh, I love them so much. Dang. Okay, moving on very quickly. So, like I said, we had UT Theory, Dinosaurus, our big duck. That one is gonna be... There you go, there it is. Again, created like a little private, secluded moment here with a wall piece. Here comes the duck, another species that I love so much in this roster. Frontier does so well with feathered species. I absolutely adore it. And hope we're gonna get more of them in Jurassic World Evolution 3. And this is your reminder that if, like me, you're looking forward to Jurassic World Evolution 3 and you want to stay up to date on the news and see what we'll be building in that next sequel, then do subscribe to the channel. The fourth feathered species around this circular plaza is the Gigantoraptor, so we're going to go there next. Taking a moment to highlight these paths that cut in between the two habitats with some bridges again. Here we have the water. Oh, and there are the big burbs. So yeah, this is basically my standard design for a bridge using the power pylons, but we're going to back it up. And we're gonna try to get a look at those Gigantoraptors. There's one of them right there in front of the other viewing gallery, so we're gonna get another chance to look into this habitat and maybe get an even better look at them. Oh, having said that, here comes one strutting along, putting on a show for this viewing gallery. Thank you so much for your service, I appreciate it. And maybe if we rush to this path cutting in between the habitats. Yeah! Another bridge going over like the river that sort of connects all of these habitats. That's not great, but you know, we're getting the experience. We're getting our money's worth, I feel. Look at that. Oh, and here we have the Uteranus as well. Oh, this is a lucky moment. Gonna have a little drink. Lining up for a social. Lining up for a social. Aww. Oh, I love it so much. I'm so happy. Happy as a clam. We need to move on, though. This tour is gonna be so long. Oh my gosh. I'm a little overwhelmed. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me for this tour, though. If you're enjoying it, please give it a like. That helps me out. In the meantime, I'm just rushing back to where my planned out tour route goes, and that is right here. Also, you know, a lot of cutouts in the path for moments like this. You know, lots of foliage, a statue. Lots of foliage is really like the subtitle of this park. It's Hammond's Ark featuring a lot of foliage. This is probably the greenest park I've ever built. Like, I think there's 6,000 of these bushes alone, and then 7,000 of the smaller variant, and 4,000 of the bigger variant. So many bushes. Oh my god, I totally skipped on something. I am flubbing this tour so hard. Let me quickly rush back to one of my favorite areas, actually. What am I even doing? Look at him on top of there! It is Momenchi, okay. So yeah, this path curves off to the side. Again, private little moment. Oh, look at it. So this path makes it feel like you're walking into the habitat. You're not. We're gonna pretend that there's like actual invisible fencing here. But oh, you can get so close to them and really like just feel how massive they are. Just feel dwarfed by them, and I think that's so cool. In the meantime, the other Momenchi is up at the hotel, aka our hand-feeding attraction. So, you know, she's putting in her hours, and this one is entertaining us. And I love moments like this where, you know, it's not a real fence, and you have like this close encounter type of experience, but in a good way, I say that, but it is a little menacing the way it's just, you know, standing there. Oh my god, here it comes. Like, this would be so amazing, right? If this was a real place and you could just stand here with the sauropod that close. Oh my gosh. So yeah, this is one of my favorite experiences to create in a park. The no fence illusion. And I think it works really well for species like sauropods. You know, not something we associate with being aggressive, but something you really want to experience the massive size of in comparison to our tiny human form, you know? Before I wax on so poetically, we're gonna continue our tour. So I'm gonna rush back. I did plan out this tour, but even though I missed some spots. So yeah, we're gonna take this path. And again, this curves in between habitats towards the edge of the map. So here we have another view into the Momenchi habitat, which sort of, you know, remind me that I accidentally skipped it. And if we run along, we have this path right here. Do I need to go in here? No, I don't. But again, this is just one of the many paths we could take if we so desire. But we are going to continue along this way. And you can see, by the way, here is the tour track. Again, it snakes through pretty much the entire park with several hop-on, hop-off points for if you get tired. There it goes, cutting in between the habitats. And we're gonna continue along this way when dinosaurs ruled the earth. And we have an intimidating looking fence here. Can't quite see what's behind here, but again, there are viewing galleries. We will experience it shortly. We have this viewing tower. This is the Spinoraptor habitat. You can see the bridge over there. I'm not seeing the Spinoraptors currently, but we've already crossed those off our list, so we can move on and continue along this path, again towards like the edge of the map. And what we're gonna do right here is hop into the tour, so that this isn't gonna be a dead end for us, right? We're gonna hop into this tour to get to the next branch of pathing. But again, at the end here, this is the exit of the other tour that I mentioned earlier, so we could have hopped from that end of the path to this end of the path, have a snack, and then hop into the next tour towards the next path. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. Alright, here we go. Keep your hands and feet to yourself. And let's swiftly drive through this habitat and explore what's in here. I see something. Oh, we're actually already going into the next habitat, so we missed something. There's something in here. What is in here? Let us find it. There's no escape from our prying eyes. There's no such thing as privacy in Hammond's Ark, which makes certain aspects of it a bit weird, but... Oh, there there you go, it's the Acrianthesaurus. Well, there you have it. Not exactly my favorite species, but you know, it's an all-species park. They all gotta be in here. They all gotta have their genetic code preserved in the Ark. So this is, looking at the map, I think this is 3 habitats in total that the tour goes through. So we had, oh gosh, we had Coretho. And then what's in here? Oh, we have Parasaurolophus. That's the second species. We've spooked him. I'm stuck on something. Oh, there you go. We're using the different models as sexual dimorphism. So this is our male and the other one is the female darting off. Okay, so Coretho, Parasaurolophus. I'm guessing another Hadrosaur is the third species. So that would be here. We're crossing. Yeah, Allura Titan. Yeah, Allura Titan. There you go. Oh, she's a little mad. Or he. Alright, so those are 3 of the Hadrosaurs in... It seems like one habitat, but again, it's 3 separate habitats divided by the invisible fencing. So we're gonna park our gyrosphere right here and hop off. Alright, having exited the gyrosphere, we're ready to continue our tour on foot. So we exit on this circular pathway that surrounds a lagoon. And let's hop into here. This should be Stegoceratops. We're gonna have to fake this again. Hold on. Getting into position. Just pretend that we're right there. And then we turn around. And we have a look into the Stegoceratops lagoon. Yeah, I didn't really think about that the lagoon viewing stance wouldn't go up and down without an entrance. That's a bit of a downside. But, you know, I'm doing the work here to make sure that we do see all of the species in the park. Next to the lagoon, there's a bit of a seating section, which are all over the place, because, you know, it is such a massive park. You're probably going to want to take a rest from time to time. I'm taking breaks in between this tour as well. The first part took an hour. I might cut it down a little bit. But yeah, this is going to be an absolutely massive tour. I asked on Twitter before, like, ooh, place your bets. How long do you think this tour is going to be? And one of the guesses was, well, maybe half an hour? An hour? Yeah, no, I think it might be like 3 hours. Anyway, here's another path branching off from this circular pathway around the lagoon. We're not going to go there yet. Of course, we will go there eventually. We're going to continue going all the way around. And again, this is what I meant, right? With the park looking nice from the guest perspective. Like, I lined the lagoon with these planters and these bushes. There's so much nature in these little spaces between the path and the fence. My favorite tree. I've used it 1,785 times in this park. And it's just a really nice, peaceful park to walk around in. Just a lot of nature. This is one of my favorite things to do, by the way. The square tree planter, surrounded by 4 benches and then 4 of these small potted flowers. I think that's really nice. A really nice seating opportunity. And yeah, makes it feel... a little bit more built out, I guess. A little bit more complicated, quote unquote, than just a planter. Let's go into here. Again, a viewing section off to the side. There's some seating here as well. I wonder what's in here. Oh, hold on. I think it's Majungasaurus. That is indeed Majungasaurus. Aw, dang, just having a sit. Come on, get a little closer. Majungasaurus, one of my favorite species in the game. I love it. I love that I didn't know of this species before and the game introduced me to it. Alright, we're gonna move on. Again, I like doing this, these like off the beaten path, separate areas where you can just take a moment, look at the dinosaurs without, you know, disrupting the thoroughfare. So we're gonna continue along to another lagoon. And this one is surrounded by trees and the Malta, like, wall pieces. The access to the lagoon is over there, but let's first go over here so we can look into the surrounding habitats. Yeah, this is nice, right? Oh, and there's some space around here because on the other side, the tour loops around. I quickly hopped into the other one because I see that the Acrianthesaurus is getting close to this one. And I gotta say, This is one of the reasons why I am looking forward to starting the modded era of the park, because I have to sit in these viewing galleries at like hyper speed waiting for the species to walk by so I can show you guys, right? And not just show you an empty habitat. And, you know, one of the advantages of modding is that I can just quickly pop out, put a dinosaur in front of the viewing gallery, and yeah, create a bit of a nicer tour that way. I know not everyone is looking forward to this modded era of the channel that is coming up, but yeah, at the very least, I think it's gonna make for better tours. So here's the tour track. We saw the other end of this, and yeah, it just loops around the lagoon to continue throughout the park and provide transport. This is Oviraptor, I think. Yeah, there they are. Didn't have to wait this time. Lining up for a social. No, that's my favorite species in the game right there. Narrowly beating out Therizinosaurus. And I will say a very narrow margin, but it's just so beautiful. Oh man, even 3 years later, I still love this game so much. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, this is the Oviraptor habitat. There's even more viewing opportunities there. And also, if you were to take the tour, you could look into the habitat as well. It's sort of like on this raised ledge. Okay, now I want to go back around this way so we don't skip out on looking into the lagoon, because that's accessible via like an entry point for a viewing dome, which is right there. So this is where we came from, and this is the access to the viewing dome. I honestly don't know what's in here. Attenborough? I think it's Attenborough? Yeah, it's Attenborough. There you go. So that's that lagoon right there in front of us. That's where the Attenborough is swimming around in. And we're gonna walk around. We have a double path going up here, sort of sandwiching the tour track that also goes up. That's not our tour route though. We're gonna continue along this way. Oh, I do want to shout out like this. Like, that's quite nice, right? The tour comes under the banner, and if you were to come down this path, you would walk towards the banner. And again, lots of foliage in this park. Not just lining the path with thousands of these bushes, but also just, I think, nice nature bits. So here we have a bit of a small guest amenity area. So there's a path going around this way. Is this where we need to go? I don't think so, but I'm curious. I want to peek into this. I want to... Oh, it's the Majungasaurus. Hey, buddies. Oh. Anyway, this isn't our route, though. We need to go over here. So yeah, this is a bit of a guest area. Lots of seating. You can get your sushi. By the way, the buildings I have not customized. I did want to. I made an attempt, but the park crashes like 9 times out of 10 when I try to do anything with the buildings. So, you know, and it's kind of an Evo staple that I don't customize the buildings. You know, I have tons of patience and discipline and persistence for all these bushes, but for some reason that doesn't extend to customizing buildings. Just doesn't quite scratch the same itch, if you will. What's in here, I wonder? I'm not seeing anything right now. Looking at the map, I think this is the Oviraptor habitat. You can get kind of turned around in this park. Oh, I hear footsteps. I hear footsteps. Something's coming. Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah, you can kind of get turned around in this park if you don't have a map available. But yeah, this is the Oviraptor habitat, so we were on the other side before. Here comes the other one. Lovely. Thank you so much for making a second appearance. Okay, so we're gonna go this way. This is the way we're gonna go. So now we're walking around like the habitats that surround the big circle. And we're gonna head up a bit. Again, I did my best to play with elevation in this park, but I didn't want to waste too much space on it. Here's the path with the bridge that leads back to that big circular plaza. But we're gonna go up. Yeah, because, you know, hills are so gentle in this game. They use up a lot of space. I don't necessarily like how dinosaurs look walking up and down them. So I had to be a little a little modest with my terrain elevation this time around, but it is one of my biggest tips for making a park look nice. And another tip for making a park look nice is just, you know, switch up the pathing a bit, put some decorations around. Again, Mr. DNA is just absolutely stalking Hammond to get his blood. We're gonna walk around here because we have some viewing galleries tucked behind here, and also a path. Is this the path I need to take? No, this is not the path I need to take, but we are gonna look into these habitats. Oh, this is Nitrosaurus. Oh, look at it. By the way, I love that tree. That tree is just like part of the foliage brush on this map. And yeah, whenever I could try to sort of manipulate the foliage brush to show just that one tree, I did use that opportunity. Because I think it's a, like, look at it, it's a good tree. I wish we had that as an individually placeable one. Would make my life quite a bit easier. Oh, look at him. Lots of gates and statues throughout the park as well, but that's quite nice, right? Like, you have this long path, and yeah, maybe it's a little boring, but at least you're walking towards that. But we're gonna go in this direction, pop into this viewing gallery. Oh, here come the aloes. I've been sitting here for a while waiting for them to show up. Here they come, though. You see the zip line going over there. And there's also multiple viewing opportunities into this habitat, which I try to do for a lot of them. Oh, no, please come over here. No, come back, come back, come back. Yeah, I always try to give habitats multiple viewing points. So, you know, it doesn't hurt quite as much when this happens. Oh, it's coming over. Please, please. Heck yeah. Good things come to those who wait. Oh, look at it at the top of the hill. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. This Allosaurus is a paid actor. She's a diva, she's a star. And she is the female, because the female is the Jurassic World Evolution model, and the male is the Dominion model. He's up there. Right by my favorite tree. Alright, we're gonna move on though. Might as well pop into that viewing gallery. I think this is Gigantoraptor again, so let's make a bit of haste. I hear them. Yeah, there you go. Gorgeous. Moving along. Oh my gosh, this store is gonna be so long. I hope it doesn't make for just an awful video. I hope you're just gonna get, you know, little moments of inspiration for your own park builds as you come along this tour with me. I don't know, maybe you're eating right now, maybe you're doing the dishes, maybe you're folding laundry, maybe you're doing homework. I appreciate like having the opportunity to hang out with you as I show you this park, or as you listen to my absolute innate rambling. But yeah, there's the zip wire that we saw before. We have this nice fountain surrounded by more fountains and lights and these plants. And this is another bridge that leads back to the big circular plaza. There's the duck. We've already seen the duck though. So where does my tour guide say I need to go? We are going to go in that direction. We're going to pop through there. But yeah, that's also an option. So many options. This is really a park that, yeah, you can go in multiple directions and get lost, probably. You would get lost. So this path is a little boring, maybe, but my reasoning behind it was sort of like, you know, building the suspense. Does that make sense? No. We're gonna move on anyway, though. You can see my dedication to the bushes, though, right? I think of this type of bush, there's like 7,000 or 8,000 of them in here. But we're gonna branch off to the side here. And yeah, this is what I mean. Yeah, a little bit of suspense, a little bit like, well, when are we gonna see anything? And then it just opens up and it feels like you can breathe again. And we have Minmi in this habitat. And you also see the aviaries up there where we're obviously gonna go. And you can just walk around their little habitat. Oh, and look at them as they're sleeping in the sun. Oh, little cuties. That's adorable. Oh, I can't spend too much time looking at them though, because then this tour is going to take even longer. I'm going to speed up a bit. So this is just a rectangular habitat with the path going all the way around. So we're going to go all the way around. And then this is where we go up, and I totally forgot that. That's why I didn't recognize this path. This is something I always like to do. Like, I like lining my paths anyway, but especially going up. And then I like using these planters to sort of create this, this step effect. There we go, and now we emerge for the next lagoon viewing opportunity. Let's see what's in here. If we can actually see it. We cannot, so I have to do a little magic trick here. In this lagoon, we have the Ichthyosaurus. These are probably the only lagoon animals who, you know, don't feel too cramped in just a single lagoon dome, because they are so small. I did put some vents down there, but other than that, yeah, I tried to, you know, all of the other lagoons are full of kelp. I kept this one sort of like wide open ocean vibes. It's helped by the shadow that sort of hides the fact that there's just a concrete wall all around. We're gonna leave behind the Ichthyosaurus and continue our tour. I'm gonna take you around this lagoon, so that's where the ichthyes are. And because we're at a bit of an elevation, we do get these nice viewpoints into surrounding habitats. What would this habitat be? I think it's Giga, actually. We haven't seen the Giga yet. Oh, we hear it. But there's plenty of other viewing opportunities to see the Giga. Oh, we saw a bit of movement. Oh, just a little bit. Oh, there you go, there you go. The Giga's like, I'm not gonna make the people wait, Evo. I'm not gonna make them wait. I'm gonna show up right here, right now. And we appreciate it, we appreciate it. So there they are, and again, using the different models to emulate sexual dimorphism. We're gonna be getting more looks at them though, so we're gonna move on. And I'm gonna speed up a bit and show you the next view, which is gonna be into... Oh, Styraco. I do see them. They're quite a bit smaller than Giga, so a little bit more difficult to see at this distance. And then if I speed along, we have a second viewing gallery for the Ichthyosaurus Lagoon. There's this long diagonal line that connects the two far corners of the park, and that I was able to do that because I planned this park out from the very start. Like, it started with the sketch, so that's why I've been able to do that. Usually my parks are a little bit more spontaneous than that, so you can't create that, but I think that's quite cool. We're gonna continue along, of course. What is this? Ankies! Let's see if we can see the other one. So, Bumpy should be here as well. I don't see her. We do get a glimpse at the next, like, big, huge plaza in this park. I guess there's 3 huge guest areas that I wasted some space on, and the rest is all about trying to cram in those 122 habitats. Now we've arrived at like a big section of aviaries. I first want to have another peek and see if we can... Oh yeah, Bumpy's right there. She's in the shadow. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Okay, we're gonna go this way? Yeah, we're gonna go this way. The viewing galleries for the aviaries are on the other side, if I recall correctly. We're just gonna walk through the Jurassic Park gate. What do they have in there? King Kong? No, we have 122 species. None of them King Kong. This is gonna look down into the Minmi habitat again. You know, it's not necessarily the best way to view Minmis, but it's just to create that, you know, open feeling. And that's the power of, like, using differences in elevation, right? You can... Oh, I do like this. Like, you can get sneak peeks at what's to come in the park. Like the hotel in the distance there on the hill. And this is the top of the zipline, by the way. I prefer... When I use ziplines, I always put, like, the starting point on a bit of a hill to avoid the towers getting too ridiculously tall. So that is why you'll pretty much always see me put a zipline tower on top of a hill and the other one at the bottom. I'm just walking past, you know, shops and seating areas. Here, breaking the sight line a little bit with this wall and fountain. Of course, we have the, like, pteranodon decoration here. I hope in Jurassic World Evolution 3 we're gonna get more decorations, because I do feel like, you know, all of the aviary themed decorations are very much pteranodon themed, which is a bit of a shame. Alright, we're looking down into Allosaurus territory. It's just sleeping right there. We see the Innovation Center in the distance with the singular tiny bit of monorail. It's honestly wild that in this massive park, that's the only bit of monorail that I used. That is self-restraint right there. Alright, here we go. Let's get to the other side so we can actually look into these aviaries. So there's one path, well, it's sort of like twin paths, I will show you. It's twin paths sort of coming together. Hello, Sauropod. So yeah, like kind of a V shape. They unite in the middle between those aviaries. And since I'm here anyway, this is, again, looking into the Allosaurus habitat. You can just see her right there. But we'll go this way. Lovely trees all around. Yeah, I used a lot of foliage in this park. It's probably like the main decorative thing, right? All of the foliage. What Baryonyx, I think, is around here. Carno as well. Let's have a look. That's Carno. Ooh. Sorry. Oh, I walked past. Hold on, I walked past. Oh god, I even missed one entirely. Hold on, we need to go back a bit. I'm committed. I'm trying to show you all of the species. Alright, in here we have Tapejara. These, they're quite simple. You know, they have a Spinosaurus skeleton, or skull. They can feel proud about that. You know, they can sort of pretend that they killed that. It gives them a little bit of an ego boost, makes them feel good. You know, feel maybe a little bit better about being stuck in this tiny aviary their entire lives. But yeah, other than that, there's not a whole lot going on in this aviary. Again, I try to preserve frame rates by making the habitats a bit simple after going crazy on the guest areas. There you go. I wish they would land on the skull. That would be cool. Okay, so that's Tapejara. Again, we have the Carnos over there. I'm gonna speed along. Next aviary in this series. Oh, I did something different here. I did something different. So yeah, we're blocking view of most of the aviary. I wonder what is in here though. So yeah, what I tried to make happen here is that they would sit on this thing or on the wall. But I have a suspicion, yeah, that they're just sitting on the viewing gallery. So maybe they can't sit on these things. There it is. It is sitting on top of the gallery. Aw, dang, I really thought I had it all figured out. I thought they would sit on that thing because they like sitting on the fountains. So I thought it would function the same way, but maybe not. The little floofy tail is so cute. Moving along. See if the Carnos are... Hold on. That's Baryonyx. Oh, Carnos are in there. Yeah, this is 3 or 2 habitats? 2 habitats looking at my map. So there's Baryonyx in one half and Carno in the other half. And the invisible fence is hidden in the water. Which is kind of crazy. It baffles me every single time I say that we have to hide the invisible fence. But we do. So yeah, this is the Baryonyx half. And, oh, you can see, like, the post of the invisible fence a little bit in the water there. And on the other side is the Carnos. I like using the invisible fence to not... Oh, God, I had a little bit of an accident here with the, with the elevation tool. But yeah, I like using the invisible fence to keep that open feel. Oh, it's sitting in the distance. Cute. These are the only ways to view the Baryonyx and the Carno, though. So it is quite of a distant experience, I guess you could say. We're gonna go into this aviary. We have, what do we have? Sungaripterus, did I see that correctly? Yeah, Sungaripterus. Flying around. And they have, just a nice fountain. Oh, it's sitting on the fountain, there you go. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Ooh. That one just came swooping down. Oh, he's gonna sit on the gallery. Continuing along, be careful not to break my ankle on this uneven path. Oh my god, crazy path lady is trying to murder us. Yeah, maybe not the best way to view them. Maybe I could have put like a viewing tower over here. Alright, we've reached the next aviary. What's in here? Place your bets. My attempt to force them to sit on these rocks did not work. They're again just sitting on the gallery. I'm not quite sure why Frontier programmed them to like that much. Oh, it's Dimorphodon in here. Okay. Flappity, flappity, flappity. Cause yeah, you don't see them if they're just sitting on the gallery. Should have programmed them to just maybe not do that, actually. We have one more aviary in this series, and then as you can see across, we have a couple more aviaries. Hey, buddy. All right, we're gonna move along. We're gonna go to that last aviary over here. Let's see what we got. We have, what is it? Sierradactylus. Hello. And they have a, hold on, let me switch there. That's much better. That's much better. The center viewpoint. I'm pretty sure they can sit on the skeleton. So I know for sure that some species do. I just don't know exactly which ones. It's probably a certain size that does it. I think Sierradactylus would be able to. Yeah, there you go, sitting on the tail. Thank you for demonstrating that. I appreciate it. If you want to sit on the head, that would be lovely. But yeah, I think this is pretty cool, just putting like decorations into an aviary for them to sit on rather than just rocks or just the perches. I'm not a fan of the perches, like the steel perches. Gotta be honest about that. I much prefer making them sit on other stuff that looks a lot nicer. Oh, gotta sit. Yeah, there you go. Thank you so much for your cooperation. I appreciate it. You're gonna get a treat. I say that. Food is turned off to also sort of help with the game not having to run too many computations. And let's continue our tour. I'm excited to take you over to that next big plaza. We have the T-Rex there. That's one of the fan favorites, I think. Do comment your personal favorite in a comment down below. My personal favorite is the Oviraptor, of course. And I have done a full ranking of all 122 species on the channel. So if you want to check that out, that's possible. If for some reason, after this giant tour, you want to see more park tours, specifically unmodded park tours, there's a full playlist of all of my tours, and honestly, they've just been getting longer and longer because these parks have been getting bigger and bigger. But yeah, that right there is where we're gonna go. So we're gonna go towards this super long straight path that I talked about earlier, right? Which just cuts through like a diagonal line through the entire park. And, well, we're not technically... Well, we can just cheat a little bit. Oh, here we have another look of the Stegoceratops, of course. So yeah, just a really long path. I tried to make it a little bit interesting with, you know, two-toned path colors. I've lined it with trees. I didn't want to fill this up too much, but yeah, a line of trees felt very necessary. And of course, you have just this elevated perspective along the entire length, right? What's that little guy? I think maybe Stegoceratops? About halfway down this super long path is a little seating section if you want to rest your legs, because it is quite a trek. We're gonna go through here in a minute, but yeah, first I want to show you this little rest stop along the way, right? There's no amenities here, so, you know, there's nowhere to buy an overpriced burger to drink. But yeah, if you've packed your own lunch, you can just take a nice relaxing sit here. Or you can go over and high-five Mr. DNA. He's actually quite tall. He's a big boy. That's very intimidating when something that size just wants a drop of your blood. Anyway. But yeah, you can just stand over here, look out, you can see the Stegoceratops. What is in here? That does indeed look like a Stegoceratops. It's a little difficult to tell. And it's just, I like this. It's, you know, it's nicely framed by the "When Dinosaurs Ruled the Earth" banner. And the rest of the view is a little bit obstructed, so you really create these windowed moments, which I quite like. You know, a little bit of drama, you might even say. And if we go to this corner... Is this a species large enough to recognize from a distance? It's not even visible. But again, we're gonna be going over there, right? Oh, you hear the Rex in the distance already beckoning us to come over, like the siren's call, and we shall answer. And maybe we'll drown, who knows? Anyway, as we walk down this long path, I want to show you the aerial overview of the plaza that we're about to see. And... you know, I didn't really go for, like, a design that looks like anything from the top down. You know, if you've been with the channel for a long time, you might have seen, like, my Triceratops plaza and my Jurassic Park Gate plaza. And this is more abstract, but I quite like how it turned out, and I think it looks great from the guest perspective as well. And in the meantime, we are there. We have arrived. And first up on our right side... is... what is this? Oh, this is access to the log for the T-Rex. We'll go there in a minute. I first want to take you around this way. So we have just some, you know, some nice planted areas. We have some decorative water. And on an island in the middle of that decorative water is the Jurassic World gate. This is just the gates that you get with the tours. You can just place that down as a decoration. You don't need to attach the tour. And I think that works quite nicely, and it's a nice alternative to the decoration Jurassic Park gate. I like this with the white rocks, because I felt like it could use a little bit of brightness, because I went with this dark brown path. And yeah, I think that creates a really nice contrast, the dark path with the white rocks. And, you know, it sort of mimics the viewing towers over there, which is also dark brown with white. I felt like that worked really well. It looks a little less natural than other stones, but I think it turned out quite well in this combo. And it's kind of like a, almost like an hourglass shape, I guess. This little pond in the middle, and you cross over this bridge from one side to the other, right? I just felt like that's cute. So let's back it up and first pop into this viewing gallery, and we're going to be seeing 3 habitats from here. Alright, so here you see again that I've hidden the invisible fencing in the water to make it as invisible as possible. The species we have here is Acrianthesaurus. What are you? It's a little different. Oh, that's Chunkingosaurus. What's in here? The suspense is killing me. Oh, sneak peek of the T-Rexes walking up the hill in their enclosure. Too soon. No, we're waiting for what's in here. Oh, there you go. It is Oviraptor. That's honestly a bit of an odd combination with, that is Chunkingosaurus, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. It's a little difficult to see. And Acrianthesaurus. So yeah, not all of the dinosaur placements are, let's say, carefully curated. Okay, and then at the very end, we have another viewing opportunity into the Ankylosaurus habitat. And again, I've created like these, like it's a big plaza, but I've tried to create private moments, right? By blocking off some areas with gardens and lots of foliage and stuff. And I quite like that aesthetic, honestly. I've done a lot of wide open, massive plazas in Jurassic World Evolution 1, right? So I think maybe I've just kind of, yeah, wanted to do something different in the second game. But lumbering along is the Ankylosaurus. Bumpy is asleep. Her mate watches over her. So that was the Anky. Let's move on. And yeah, I really like how this looks. Look at that. Like the 2 banners along the bridge. The Jurassic World gate. We have another Spinosaurus skull in the water. And you can't see that concrete base. So it's just, I really like it. I surround it with some more rocks. And I think that looks really cool. I love using decorative water. Like the reflection and the moment of nature just works really well. Okay, so from this tower, we shall see... what am I looking at? Oh, I know. Yeah! So, we have Oviraptor in the front, but in the back, party in the back, we have Carnotaurus and Baryonyx, so we see them, again, at a bit of a distance. But here we have Oviraptor. We have Werhosaurus. That's Mosasaurus, but you can see the path over there, so we can get another chance to see those. So yeah. Oh, and Torosaurus having a little sit on the riverbank right there. How cute. That's adorable. Oh, there comes his buddy walking over. Probably to poke him in the butt. Look how he's sneaking up behind him. Oh, no. He's been caught. No poking in the butt today. Poking in the butt, of course, is not really how the arc is supposed to work. Oh, let's not make jokes like that, Evo. Alright, now it's time to go visit the T-Rex. So we're walking along our bit of decorative water. This is something I've done so much in this park. My favorite trees just like arching over a pathway. I think that looks so nice. I don't know. Is that just me? I feel like it's almost a universal human experience that we like walking under like a roof of trees, like a canopy of trees like that. Is it just me? Let me know. So we're gonna move on to the T-Rexes now. One of the big attractions in the park, I'd say. We have our mural. Oh, the Rex announcing herself. Okay, so let's pop into the log first. Okay, do we see them? Not on this side. And not on this side. Well, that's cool. But yeah, the log is like on the edge of a cliff, like on top of a hill. So from this perspective, you look down into the habitat, and it's quite a sizable habitat. The T-Rex got lucky in that regard. Stuff like, you know, Mosasaurus, Quetzalcoatlus, not so much. But yeah, T-Rex got lucky. And on the other side, we're more at level with the terrain. So if the T-Rex were walking by here, you'd get a much closer experience. Here they come, you can see them in the distance. So that's the female having a sit, and there the male comes out of the forest as well. Of course, we went with the buck and doe skins here. That felt only appropriate. Oh, hold on. We're gonna do a little cheat. You already know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna quickly hop into that one right there. Heck yeah, here they are. That's cool. Here you see the log up on the hill there. I love that. That's one of my favorite things to do. I've done that several times in this park, actually, with... Oh. So yeah, I've done that several times, having a log up on a hill so that from one side you look down and you have this expansive view of the habitat, and on the other side you get this entirely different experience of the habitat and of the dinosaurs as well. Now, if I had taken the time and the piece count... Oh, they're going over. Show view. Flip it! If I had taken the time to make these habitats to like the high detailed perfection that I would have wanted, I would have covered this entire hillside with rocks, so they wouldn't be doing this right now. You know, I don't want them to be walking up these steep areas. They're actually gentle slopes on either side for them to walk around. So now we're gonna flip the camera, and they should come, hopefully, maybe. Unless they... Yeah, oh no, come on, don't be shy, don't ruin it now, no! Okay, they're just, at this point, they're just being rude. Yeah, there you go. See, and this is a much more intimate and maybe a little bit more intimidating of a perspective. It's not the best, I will say. Hold on. They're being a little... I mean, I wish they would come a little closer, but this is what I mean, right? When I do modded parks, I also have the mod where I can just grab a dinosaur and put it right in front of here to really show you like the best case scenario of what you might experience as a guest in these parks. I do want to thank everyone so much for all of the support for these tons of unmodded builds that I've done over the past 3 years. I know a lot of people really appreciated that I played the game unmodded, and I want to assure you that even though unmodded Jurassic World Evolution 2 has come to an end for me, I don't face through my favorite tree, but I 100% will be playing Jurassic World Evolution 3 or whatever it will be called unmodded again, because I've also personally really enjoyed experiencing the game this way, the way it was made, and getting excited about all of the little updates that other people were like, there was already a mod for that, I don't care. I got really excited about that stuff, and I like sharing that with you guys, so yeah, it's not the end of unmodded forever on the channel, right? We're just bridging the gap. Alright, so we're coming out of the log, and I am going to take you through this path, even though we already went into one of the viewing galleries, so we already had that viewing experience. But I just wanted to show you this like long curving path that takes you to those viewing attractions. Oh, we can hop into the tower over there as well in a minute. But yeah, just to highlight what we've done with this particular habitat, because it is one of the main attractions, right? The T-Rex is one of the big things that draws people to a Jurassic World or a Jurassic Park. So I felt like this habitat needed quite a bit of gravitas, and I think this whole path that leads up to the viewing gallery achieves that, in my opinion at least. This is my idea of, you know, building suspense. But yeah, you may disagree, you may think, oh, that's maybe a little bit of too much walking for me. I get that. Oh, and another way, like the last way to experience this habitat is with a gyrosphere tour. We also have that going through. And then a T-Rex skeleton right out front. Okay, now we're gonna see an animal that wasn't quite so lucky, didn't quite get an appropriately sized habitat. And that is the poor Quetzalcoatlus. Just like every other flying species, it is in a singular dome. There it is. It does break my heart. It does break my heart to see that. I wish they would just walk, then it would be a little less abusive. I'm gonna take you over here first and quickly show you the view from that tower. And again, we have our bit of decorative water to sort of break up the area. Oh, it looks so ridiculous, the cats in that tiny aviary. I have regrets. It's not the perfect park, but I feel like some compromises had to be made to achieve the vision, you know, all species in their own habitats. All right. Oh, look at him. Oh, we caught this just in time. I love that social animation so much. I still remember, like, getting my first chance to play Jurassic World Evolution 2 when I got, like, my first big girl early access, and I just, oh man, I so fell in love with that animation and the Rexes. Oh my gosh. But yeah, just yet another way to view the habitat, and you can already see that there's some path viewing from there as well to bridges over the river there. Oh. Sleep. Alright, like I said, let's go visit the Quetzalcoatlus now and sort of feel miserable at how cramped they are in that tiny aviary. So we're gonna walk around here. And then we have our cats viewing, although you can already see them flying around. Yeah, it would have been a nice part of like a final update for the game, right? If they just made the cats walk. Because this is, well, this ain't it. And yeah, in part it's because this aviary is tiny, but honestly it looks ridiculous in an aviary of any size. It's just not high enough. Must be exhausting flying around in circles and, I don't know, T-posing like this guy is doing right now. Woo! Alright, well, you know, they gotta entertain themselves some way. Aw, that's nice. They're sitting next to each other. That's adorable. I like the Thanatos Dracon a little bit more nowadays, because I feel like they fit better in the aviaries, but dang, seeing the Quetzalcoatlus just, every time it just makes me think, oh, they're so cool. I just love it so much. Okay, so again, just continuing our tour. This side is more or less mirrored from the other side. You know, there's some slight differences, but not too much. And here we have some viewing into, I think this was the Mosasaurus habitat. I'm not seeing, oh, there you go, there you go. They're just coming around the corner there, or at least one of them. Hello. Oh, I've made it awkward. He was like, oh, no. I'm gonna go right back to hiding behind my rock, thank you very much. And you know what? I can't blame him. For this path, I wanted to keep it, like, open. I didn't want to add any clutter. Like, I played around with adding seating and more decorations, but yeah, like I said, it felt cluttered. So in the end, just the fountains and like some different path colors, and I left it at that. Let's have a peek into this one. Oh, this is Acrianthesaurus. Might see it a little bit better from the other viewpoint, so let's go there. Let's make a bit of haste so it's still there. Oh, I think it's on the move. Let's hurry, let's hurry, let's hurry. So we're in like a circular, smaller plaza. And then here, I do see it. Come on, don't be shy. There's the Acrianthesaurus. You know, I understand the need for viewing galleries from like a gameplay mechanics perspective, but I probably prefer just, you know, these sorts of viewing opportunities. And we have plenty of those in the park. So yeah, just around this little circle alone, we have 4. And there's, you know, a circle of benches around this big, gorgeous tree. So this is the Mosasaurus habitat again. Wow, I really couldn't think of the word. But yeah, he's hiding behind the rock. He's shy. So let's go into here. What would this be? Oh, there's something in the water. There's something in the water. Huayangosaurus, maybe? Or maybe Giganspino? I think one of those. There he comes! It's Giganspino. Okay. Yeah, come a little closer, buddy. Come a little closer. There he is. And he's like, and now I'm sleepy. I walked all this way. Now I'm sleepy. His buddy's coming over. So that's another one. And then we have this one. Oh, I see something standing. I think that might be Pachycephalosaurus. You know what would be cool if they had programmed it that way, and maybe they could for Jurassic World Evolution 3, is that dinosaurs are sort of attracted to you when you're in first person mode, right? So right now it kind of feels like they're coming over towards me, even though obviously, you know, their programming is not aware that I'm here. But it would be cool if Frontier could program it that way, so that whenever you're into first person mode and you walk up to a fence, the dinosaur AI sort of naturally... Oh, we're still in a super fast forward, sorry. But that the dinosaur AI just sort of naturally comes towards you to, you know, ensure that you're gonna have cool dinosaur encounters, you know? And that's without, like, the added wish of them interacting with us. That would be amazing as well. Like, if they could attack us and if we could dart them from this perspective, that would be amazing, of course. But a little bit more complicated and maybe not necessarily necessary for a park builder game. But yeah, to experience your parks the best way possible, I think programming them to just be drawn to where the camera is would be nice. In the meantime, I've taken us through this decorated bit of path, and now we are here, and we're gonna go... Let me check my map. We're gonna go this way. We have to double back a little bit. This is one of the few ways that we do have to do that. This is gonna take us into viewing for some sauropods. So again, it's like this private section off to the side. If we just pop in here, there's just a whole bunch of foliage on one side. Ooh, 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 let's run, let's run, let's run, look at that! Oh my gosh! I'm not even a big fan of the Apatosaurus in this game, but that's nice. Oh, okay, it's a little less nice when you clip through each other, but I'll forgive it, I'll forgive it. Wow, some good timing here. I'm happy we got that. That's pretty cool. Oh, and the other one lying down for a nap. I love that. Let's see what the other sauropod is. That'll be on this side. Maybe Diplodocus or something? I think I see it in the distance, but it's difficult to see. Oh no, it's Camarasaurus! There you go, there you go. Oh, I tried to zoom in. That's not exactly how it works. If we hurry, we might see them from the other viewing opportunity, actually. So I'm gonna do that. We're gonna rush along. And we're gonna go through these wall pieces. You've seen me use these a lot as well. It sort of indicate like a new area that you're coming into. And then if we pop around here, yeah, there you go. That's a nice viewing experience, right? I like it. I'm having a good time. I don't know what to tell you. I'm easily amused. This is not necessarily the route we should be taking, though. We should be going over here first. So yeah, we just came through that. That's a really long path that takes us back to that big plaza with the kids and the T-Rex. But we're gonna go around here. I really need to check my map again. Yeah. We need to go up here. We need to go towards the aviaries now. So the path sort of curves away. There's a lagoon over there. We're gonna get there shortly. Oh, sorry. Just walked headfirst into the bushes. I'm gonna go up this path. And then about at this point, I think we should be getting like little peak. Yeah, there you go. So we have the Mosasaurus wandering around. And can we look this way? No, we can't look this way. Okay. So it's really just sort of directing your view. Let's go all the way up, though. So yeah, more of those pteranodon decorations, because we have a lot of viewing galleries here. Aviaries. No viewing galleries. These are all viewing domes. Let's actually first look over the edge here into the Mosasaurus habitat. Oh, we just can't see them. Okay, then let's hop into the first of the viewing domes. Oh, and it's right there, and that's exactly why there are no other decorations, or very few decorations, in these aviaries, because I want them to do this, right? I want them to sit on the edge of the viewing domes. Let's have a look around, because obviously there should be two. So yeah, I did place a log there, so they can sit on the log right in front of the viewing domes, but I mostly want them to do that, because I think that's super awesome. Because that gives that really close view of them, right? Like, they're basically right in front of your face. So we're gonna get a similar experience from the other aviaries over here. Just broke up the path with another banner and sort of framing that with foliage. I like doing that, so it really creates this doorway almost. Let's look down at what's in here. Can't see either. This might still be the Mosasaurus habitat, actually. I think that's Sinto over there. Yeah, that is indeed Sinto over there. And that is indeed still the Mosasaurus habitat. That's a zipline. Right there was the last attraction I was able to add. It took me 3 tries to be able to add that because it crashed on the first 2. But eventually there was success. I really wanted to add that. Okay. Let's see if we get lucky here. Oh! That's the Pteranodon sitting on the rock. I was hoping they would sit on the skeletons, but I actually, now that I think about it, oh, maybe I'm gonna be proven wrong? No. Now I think about it, they might not sit on those skeletons. They might only sit on the Spinosaurus one. But that's still kind of cool, right? Oh man, I wish they had designed this a little bit differently, because that like bar is right in the way, like right in your line of sight. And then we have 1 more, 2 more, 1 more, I think. So, ooh, we're gonna walk around. And there's the last access point. So let's pop in here. What do we have? What do we have? This is, whoa, Tropiognathus. Hello. They have a fountain in here. I tried to mix it up, you know, a little bit. Whoa! Whoa. I think that's cool. I like it. Like, that would be cool, right? Like, no? Oh, he shakes his head. No, he disagrees. Okay, so it's not cool. Yeah, he just looks pissed off, honestly. He does not appreciate me being here, so I think we're just gonna move on. Because the eye contact is getting a little intimidating, not gonna lie. So I think that concludes all of the aviaries that we have in the park. We have this habitat, which I think this is Compy? No, this should be Seji, I think. Well, I wouldn't call it lucky, but technically we're seeing a Stegoceratops. I should have made this habitat smaller in hindsight. And there it comes again. Yeah, it would be nice if it came a little bit closer. And if stuff like feeding was on in this park, you could sort of, you know, force those situations where they do come closer to the path and the viewing galleries and stuff like that. But I decided to turn that off in this park because I thought, you know, the game having to keep track of dinosaur hunger and, you know, all of the feeding animations would probably harm the FPS. You know, I tried my best to keep this park running as smoothly as possible. Okay, so we're gonna move on, and we're gonna cross the tour track here, which actually goes through the Stegosaurus habitat. But, you know, the main purpose of the tour track is for transport. So now we're at another circular path that runs around another lagoon. And let me check my map. We're gonna go around this way. Whole bunch of flags. I like putting decorations with lights in the shadow, because as you can see, even though it's daytime, in the shadow you do see the subtle glow of the flags against like the shadowy side of the concrete wall. Here we have the Jurassic Tour again, so this is one of our hop on, hop off points. And here, oh, let me go to this one. This, if you might recall, if you've been paying attention, we're not going to go down here, but I just want to show you. This is the path down, like the double path that sandwiches the tour track with the banner down below. If I recall correctly, that was Aviary in the lagoon down there. So yeah, also I'm showing you like maps in the corner, so you know a little bit where you are. Hopefully better than I do. Okay, so let's see. This lagoon has a viewing dome, so we're gonna hop in here. Oh, by the way, behind here, let me just show you, are the restrooms. That's something I do quite a bit, especially with restrooms just throughout the park, is I hide them away a little bit. Okay. Oh, it's the dunk. Hello, beautiful. Whee. Before we get hypnotized, we should move on. Pay no attention to that. Alright, so we're just walking around the dunk lagoon here. Are we gonna go in this direction? I think we are. Yeah, we are. We are going in that direction right there. Okay, I just had to double check. But I want to quickly show you the view from my hard-fought zipwire edition. Can I not enter it? Can I not interact with it? Maybe it's not connected. No, it is connected. It's definitely connected. Okay, it doesn't work apparently. Okay, that's sad because I worked so hard to get that. But yeah, and then you'd be up here and you can fly over the Spinosaurus habitat, Mysore. There's a little guest section right down there. That's pretty nice, right? Yeah, I really. It just begged for it. This elevation point for another zip line. And just want to quickly show you that the tour goes around on this side, like in front of the zipline building. So the tour also gives a nice view down into this habitat, which looks quite nice, I think. You know, even though the tour is mostly for transport, you still get like nice viewing opportunities. We're gonna move along on foot. I'm gonna take you down this path so I can show you the amenities over here and the seating opportunities. And if I speed up a bit, there, we come out on the other side, and we're gonna take this path over there towards the Mosasaurus Lagoon. And this is a way down. Are we gonna take this path? We are, but from the other way, I think. Yeah, when we come back, we're gonna take this path, it looks like. Yeah, when we come through there, we're gonna go down there. Yeah. Alright. It's difficult to orient myself, even though I do have a map. Alright, I hear something, so let's quickly go into this one. Ah! Mosasaurus! Making a nice appearance. That's definitely not my favorite skin, but the skins were chosen by people in the livestream chat, because I built, like, the bones of this park over the course of, I think, 16 or 17 weekly live streams. And then I painstakingly added all of the detailed decorations and stuff later because I didn't want to bore people with that during live streams. So yeah, if you wanna join Evolution Square live streams, I stream this game every single Saturday. You can give skin suggestions for the dinosaurs, name suggestions for the dinosaurs, and just hang out with me and the rest of the viewers in chat. We have a good time, I think. I have a good time. I don't know about the rest of y'all. I have a good time, and I invite you to join me. Okay, we're gonna continue as we've been doing. This is a restroom. This is, I think, the dome for the Mosasaurus Lagoon, which is around here. So let's enter that. See if we can see our buddies. Oh yeah, there you go. It's right there. Oh, he's stuck. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. It probably was a good decision on my part to turn off the food and water requirements, because I think it would have caused some issues. Like, this guy would be starving, the poor thing. So that's the Notho in there. I'm gonna take you along here because we get another nice elevated viewpoint down into a habitat. I do this a lot, like at the connection point between two wall pieces, add like a flag or something else. Okay. Well, this is a big one. I'm not sure what that is down there. It's difficult to see. Well, we definitely have Dippy over here. Oh god, I just ran face first into that pole. Clunk. Oh, we have Dippy, we have Suchomimus. What's that? I think it's giving Atrociraptor. I'm gonna have to do a little investigating. Cause the tour goes through here, so that's how you would see them. I think there's another viewing opportunity a little bit later, though. Yeah, we see them again from there. Oh, good call, Evo. Good call. Bigfoot and Yeti. Yeah, it's the Atrociraptors. But we might see them from that path right there. We're still gonna go there. And drop us back down here. Oh, hit play. And let's watch the other Diplodocus. So yeah, hold on. Can I see that from here? There's a bit of foliage in the way. Yeah, there you go. You can see like the land bridge for the tour that goes through. So again, even though it's a way to get around the park, you still also get unique dinosaur viewing experiences. This is the second access to the Mosasaurus Lagoon. And let's see what this looks into. Oh, this is Ankylodocus. Look at that butt. Oh, yeah, let's get up. It's showtime. Frontier did, like, a really good job redesigning the Ankylodocus. And I think it's an example of Frontier listening to the community. Because we were all pretty vocal about not liking the Ankylodocus initially in the first game, right? And they heard us. So I appreciate that. It has a really cute face, this one. And it's a relatively good substitute for... God, why can't I think of the name right now? Hopefully I'll edit it on screen. It starts with an S. Why can't I think of it right now? I couldn't think of Mosasaurus either. So, in the meantime, I'm trying to walk and look at my map at the same time. So we're basically gonna walk around the Ankylodocus and Mosasaurus habitat now. So that we can get a view of Oviraptor. And gosh, I don't recognize those icons. Some sort of... Oh, I think it's, what's in here? Oh, this is Ankylodocus again. Yeah, this is Ankylodocus again. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, I know what it is. Spinoceratops is coming up next. And something else. Albertosaurus, it looks like. Okay, but first, we have a nice guest section. We're welcomed by a Sauropod. And we have a nice DNA helix fountain. We have another look down. You can see the Suchomimus strutting about. And then over here we have some more hotels in a like secluded section. So just, through these wall pieces, you enter a hotel area with a private restaurant. And then we're gonna pop back out. And we're gonna go this way. Some more amenities, they're just scattered throughout the park. They're very necessary, people have to have places to buy and drink their overpriced burgers. For once, oh my god, John Hammond has escaped the pursuit of the Mr. DNA statues. Here, more of that same thing. It really is one of my favorite things. Just 4 benches around the square potted trees. And this is another view, look at that, into the Ankylodocus habitat. We don't have to spend too much time here. This viewpoint is really just created to get some light in here, because otherwise it was just a really long concrete wall. So it just breaks it up a little bit. Then over here, coming up to our right, we have the Oviraptors. We have a tower that I want to show you as well. No, it's not the best view actually. Those trees were a mistake. Mistakes have been made. That's the sort of stuff that you don't discover until you actually walk around your park, right? And I do my best to check the viewpoints and make sure that everything makes sense and creates nice vistas. But yeah, sometimes I just miss the mark. So in here, look at that, there he is. So tiny. We have the Oviraptor. I angled the terrain up a little bit so you could actually see them. So yeah. Oh, there comes the other one. Because we can't get too close. I wanted to have, normally I would just let guests walk up to the Malta wall piece. But I wanted to create a little bit of extra distance. Because Oviraptor, as we saw in Dominion, can get a little nippy, can get a little dangerous. So that's why I wanted to double line it with the multi-wall pieces and the planters. Look at it strutting its stuff. It's so cute. And of course, another tip for like working with habitats for super small species is don't use too much grass. As you can see, I use a lot of the rock and sand texture, because if it's a lot of grass, they just disappear. We're gonna continue our tour. I'm gonna speed up a little bit. I hear them. Can we see them? That's the question. Well, technically... Hold on, if I do this... No, well, it's not the best view. Oh, look, one is sleeping down there. That's kind of nice. Okay, so there's the red flags that we saw earlier. What's through here? Another viewing opportunity for the Ancylodicus. Look at that. I'm just mainly here to look at this tree, though. I like that tree. That's a good tree frontier. So yeah, even more viewing of the Ancylodicus. And then this is the Mosasaurus habitat. They're a no-show, but we did already see them. But yeah, again, like taking a path through like these wall pieces for a private viewing section where people can just relax and hang around and not obstruct the main traffic that would come along here, right? That's sort of the idea there. Then we're gonna go into this one and see what's in here. This is... Oh, I did see correctly. It is Albertosaurus. There you go. This really is the biggest park I've ever built. I've never completely covered the square maps, because the square maps, they're huge, especially if you cover them the way I want to cover them, right? With just a lot of bushes and stuff like that. So, yeah, normally I would never have been able to blanket an entire map. It's really just the all-species park that was the excuse or the motivation to do that. So now we're back at this point where I was wondering, which way do I go? I'm confused. That's the Nothosaurus habitat, or Nothosaurus Lagoon. And now we're going to cross the tour track and we're going to go down. So there goes the tour track. And yeah, we're going to go down. And at the very end is where the zip line, the last zip line, would land. You know, if it was functional. This path... You know, I again went with not too many decorations, just lining it with trees. And lining it with trees just gives me that really old, like, European estate kind of vibe. You know, those long freaking driveways leading up to an estate. That's sort of what I try to emulate here with just those lines of trees. And yet again, we come off to the side and we have this nice moment where we can look at the Spinosaurus and screaming people flying overhead. Possibly, allegedly. And they're putting up a good show for us today. By the way, if you've been enjoying the tour, if you're still watching, I appreciate you. And if you are enjoying it, give it a like. It helps me out so much. Give a like for the Spinosaurus doing their best here. They're coming to say hello. Hi, buddy. Alright, I'm spending way too much time on all this. No wonder this tour is taking so long. I just keep, like, staring at my dinosaurs. God dang it. So let's speed up a little bit. So we're gonna run. And here, this is where the zip line would lead you. And then boop, we come back out here. And we've been here before. On the other side of this lagoon is the Chimerosaurus viewpoint that we had earlier. Let's hop into the tower first. That's Tylosaurus. So you might think, okay, what's like the point of this view, right? Is this another mistake, Evo? This tower over here? No, this is something I've done on purpose. I've done it at other points in this park as well, and previous parks. I just like seeing like the silhouette of these giant marine reptiles below the surface, you know, and you don't see them from the regular lagoon viewing gallery because it's a little too low, so you mostly just get the reflection. Whereas from this elevated view, yeah, you can see that sort of creepy effect of them lurking just below the surface. And that's the vibe that I wanted to create here. I really like that. Like, look at that. That looks so spooky. So then first, you see them like this, just these glimpses of shadowy silhouettes under the surface. And then later, you see them from down below. So we're going to do that now. We're going to go right over to this access point. There, and now you experience them in an entirely different way. Now it sort of feels like, you know, you're being hunted. I really like that. I feel like it tells a little bit of a story, you know? There's a little bit of a progression in how you see the animals in the park. Okay, so I just want to check. I think that, oh, this is Maiasaura. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, there you go. Maiasaura butt. So let's walk around the lagoon, and then this is the path from where we will hopefully get another and much better look at our Atrociraptors. So it just sort of curves around the lagoon. You can hear the Tylosaurus splashing around in there. Oh, they're right there, they're right there. Well, it's not great, but it is a better view of them, that's for sure. They have a pretty big habitat. And obviously, you know, it feels bigger as well because it's bordered by mostly invisible fencing. That looks quite cool. You really have like these, like, valleys or avenues almost that go into the distance in that direction and in that direction. I quite like it. Again, the game does just a lot of heavy lifting in making this look good. Okay, we're gonna move along. I lined the lagoons with these fountains. It's one of my favorite things to do because you can clip them into the base of the lagoon a bit. And it just, you know, lights it up nicely. Oh, we have... Oh, let's hurry, let's hurry, let's hurry, let's hurry. Dang, that's pretty cool. Hey, big girl. You can see the tour gate, because the tour goes through these sauropod habitats at the bottom of the map. We're gonna pop in here. And this is one of the hop-on, hop-off points for the tour. So the tour comes from that direction, goes in that direction. Here, we're crossing the track right here. Oh, there's a Kentrel. Is it just the tour over here? Yeah, okay, so this is the tour. So if you want, you could get off here, you know, have a snack, have a look in the viewing tower. Let's do that. And there's Kentro. See, there. The female is quite a bit smaller than the male. Size kink. Oh, that's another joke I should be making. But there, you see the land bridge of the tour, and you have the invisible fencing. And it's difficult to see, but the tour is separated from the Suchomimus by invisible fencing, and from the Atrociraptors as well. There you can see one of them in the water. So there's invisible fencing in the water there to separate the tour and protect the tour. But once the tour comes through that gate, you know, it's inside the Kentrosaurus habitat, and you get up close with the Kentrosaurus. And then this other tower looks at the Camarasaurus having a little nuzzle. And unfortunately, this is a mistake. I have no excuse for this. This was me just not thinking. I was really just only thinking about that viewpoint that I wanted to have like a backdrop of trees for, and I neglected to take this tower into consideration. Our tour continues, and now we're gonna start our trek towards the Mosasaurus, one of our other big attractions in the park. And speaking of attractions, there's also a little fake attraction, like a use your imagination kind of attraction that I'm really excited to show you. It was suggested in a comment by someone, and I thought it was so clever. And I hadn't been able, I'm gonna speed up a bit. I hadn't been able to use it yet. I've been saving that comment, and this was the perfect park to use it because, as I said earlier, adding new buildings, new attractions, new amenities is pretty much impossible. Like 9 times out of 10, you'll just crash. So yeah, I've been waiting for the opportunity to add this fake attraction that was suggested, and this was the perfect park for it because it was the only way to add an attraction. In the meantime, I've been walking around the Tylosaurus Lagoon that's right there. We've already seen that. Just want to show you this little like path off to the side, blocked off by these lights. Again, just breaking up big path areas. And I think other than that, there's nothing here to see. So yeah, let's continue on towards that Mosasaurus lagoon, which is in like the far corner, all the way across from the entry point, which is connected technically by one path, a straight path, but it is a long, long journey. I'm gonna speed up a little bit, and we're just gonna, yeah, we're gonna take this detour again, see the Apatosaurus one more time. So this path just curves around the main thoroughfare, so you can get like a little bit of a closer experience. Sort of feel like you're, yeah, in the sauropod habitat almost. We've been here before though, but I just wanted to show you again. Looks nice with like the white cliffs in the background. Okay. So we're gonna exit right here. And this is the way. Let's speed up a little bit more. What are we looking into here? What is this? I see something moving. Oh, this is Acrianthesaurus again. Alright. You see the cats in the aviary? Yeah, that's the cryo. Oh, we're also coming up on yet another way to view the T-Rex habitat. So let's head in that direction. Speeding up a little bit more again. Been using a lot of these in this park. I don't know, I just like it. Maybe it's a bit of a bottleneck, but I like it. So now we're back at the huge plaza, right? With the Quetzalcoatlus and a bit of square path art. Not really path art. I like to call it path flair. And it felt really appropriate. And again, it's kind of empty, but I wanted that. I did it like on purpose. I don't know, maybe it feels lazy, maybe it looks too empty, but I like having this like wide expanse, because you would imagine this park is super busy, right? Like it feels empty now because it is. We're the only people here, but normally this would be a really busy part of the park. So I like that this was just a wide open area. So you could even imagine that events could get hosted here. There's also another hop on, hop off point for the tour. And we're gonna continue along. Because yeah, a lot of this park is just, you know, these singular paths curving all the way around, going to every nook and cranny of the park. Here's the tour for the T-Rex. So on occasion, it just felt nice to me to have like these wide open areas of path to sort of balance out all of these types of path, you know, because a lot of the park is just like this. We're coming up on the bridge that goes over the river that also goes into the T-Rex habitat, and I quite like how it looked. So yeah, from here, standing on the bridge, we see the log viewing gallery, the T-Rex habitat. The path goes over a bridge, and similarly, the tour track, which runs alongside this path, also crosses the bridge. So, you know, two matching bridges alongside each other. You can see the tunnel of trees up there. That's where we're going to go for the Mosasaurus. But we're going to veer to the left momentarily so I can show you that fake attraction that I've been talking about. And again, I want to thank the person for suggesting it. I'm blanking on the name off the top of my head, but I will show their comments in the video right here so you can see. And I want to thank this person so much. I think it's such a clever suggestion. A little outdoor open air theater. So that's right here. I wanted to add amenities. The game kept crashing trying to do that. So yeah, I added a little theater. So the wooden benches are just seating. So we'd have our sit here. And then made up out of the white benches is the stage. And I used the mural as like a backdrop to the stage. There's backstage areas which are sort of like, you know, hidden. You can't really look back there because we have those banners blocking the view. And I thought that was such a cool suggestion. And it makes me so happy. And I'm so grateful that people are suggesting like cool ideas like this. Because, it's so good. And I just want to share it with everyone who wants to, make their parks a little bit more interesting, a little bit more unique. Rather than just adding, you know, the cinema amenity and potentially crashing your park, you could put in a little open air theater. I think that's really cool. Behind here, we have a viewing gallery. This is Majungasaurus, I think. It's probably in the other area of the park, though. My favorite tree. Majungasaurus, yeah, for once got quite a nice place in the park. Really big habitat, too. But, you know, normally we do the Majunga kind of dirty. It's not the most popular one in the game. It's certainly not my personal favorite. So we were sort of making up for that. I'll make sure we'll see them when we get to the other viewpoint for their habitat, because that seems to be the preferred area for them to hang out. And it's also the main way to see the Majungasaurus. So we're gonna go back through, crossing over the tour track. Here you can see it going all the way up, just like the path also going all the way up. And let's sprint a little bit, make quick work of this. Getting our exercise in, this is good for you, this is healthy, you know? And then we're gonna ruin it by drinking our overpriced burgers. Like, even this, it just looks so nice. The game still looks so nice. I'm really curious how they're gonna improve that for Jurassic World Evolution 3, you know? So here we do have an amenity building. This is an aquarium in, you know, a relatively big plaza area that surrounds the Mosasaurus lagoon. And same as with the Tylosaurus, I went with a viewing tower overlooking the lagoon and then a viewing dome later. So here, oh, I'm still in super fast forward. Oh, sorry. There you go. So yeah, really small lagoon. It looks very awkward and cramped. Unfortunately, it also kind of looks realistic because, let's be honest, this is what it would be like in zoos and aquariums, stuff like that. But yeah. But again, we've created that same experience that we have with the Tylosaurus, right? So you can see these like menacing silhouettes below the surface, and then later you're underwater with them. So let's go to that underwater viewing access point, which is down below. Because right now we're like level with the top of the lagoon. And something I always like doing is digging down around the lagoon. Sometimes all the way around, sometimes just on one side. And for this occasion, on one side. So we can look down there. Let's sprint around. There, so now we're gonna go down, and the habitat you're looking at is the Majungasaurus habitat. So let's see if they're around here. I hope they are. It would be cruel and unusual if they've moved to there. That's the viewing gallery we were earlier. Yeah, it would be cruel if they've moved over there. So now you can see like the concrete of the lagoon, right? We're a little bit lower. Some statues, or skeletons, I should say. We need more statues. Bit of a garden cutout, and then this like big curving path all the way just looks down into the Majunga habitat. And oh my gosh, Majunga, come on now. Come on now, we've given you prime real estate here, and you're flubbing it, man. You're wasting it. This was your moment. This was your chance to shine and to show the world that we deserve this place in the park. We deserve it, and now they're just a no-show. How frustrating. See, and now you're just proving my bias against you. Come on now. All right, let's hop into the viewing dome for the lagoon first, and then maybe after being neglected in favor of the Mosasaurus, they'll show up. So here, lagoon, actually get to use these flags. Again, like, I love that we have these flags, but I would have loved just a more general lagoon flag. Like, literally just replace the word Mosasaurus with lagoon, and I would have been, like, it would have just been a much more versatile piece. And there they are, the Mosasaurus pair. Oh, he's having some trouble. He's not swimming so smoothly. Ah, he has fixed himself. It's fine. It's fine. Let's see if the Majungas will cooperate now. I like doing this, by the way. You know me. If you've seen me play Prehistoric Kingdom, you know how much I love rock arches. We can't quite do that in Jurassic World Evolution 2, not without mods at least. That's another hope for Jurassic World Evolution 3. I really want my rock arch, okay? I love rock arches. I like how that looks. I guess for the same reason why the Mediterranean tree is my favorite. Okay, the Majunga was just like, nah, fam, you're not gonna emotionally manipulate me into showing my face. Where are they? Oh, well. Okay, hold on. Wait, give a girl a chance. Wait! Alright, there they are. Hold on. If we're gonna cheat, we might as well cheat like this, right? We might as well do this for a hot second here. There they are. I do really like this skin, by the way. Oh, what? Now you're gonna walk closer to the path? Oh, you are closer to the path. You sneaky little distraction tactic is being applied here. There you go. See, this is the experience our guests would have if you would just cooperate. And again, in a perfect world, like I placed some rocks here, you know, a suggestion of what I wanted to do. What I really wanted to do, if like frame rate wasn't a concern and a deadline wasn't a concern, I would have lined the entire hill on the other side of this multi-wall piece with small rocks, you know, to prevent the Majungasaurus from coming right up to the wall. Which is something they can do now, but apparently they choose not to. They just choose to go to the back of the habitat, so... I guess they're sort of, in a way, cooperating? Anyway. That would have been, like, the ideal situation, for the Majunga habitat. Oh my god, look at that! It's her favorite thing to do! I really am just a one-trick pony, and I always just defend it as saying, like, you know, and this is true, by the way, if you, like, apply the same sort of little design tricks throughout a park, your park feels more cohesive. And, again, that is true. It just makes it feel like more of a whole, part of the same theme, all of that, right? But at the same time, I also just use it as an excuse, because I don't know what else to do. I just think that looks nice, so I do it. What do we have down here? I'm a little hesitant. I think Polycanthus. Am I saying something crazy right now? We'll get a better look from the log gallery. You can see it right there. Before we go there, I just want to show you. I guess we can walk around this way. So yeah, this is just all surrounding the Mosasaurus lagoon. It felt like that needed to be a moment. It needed to be a thing, right? The Mosasaurus, same as the T-Rex. But also, I just want to show you here, we have that long straight path that goes all the way to the other corner of the park. And we have the Tor running along here. And I just wanted to show you the Tor crossing, or actually path crossing. Depends on how you want to look at it. So yeah, this is how, from that really long straight path, which is really only broken up by the Ichthyosaurus Lagoon. Like, you walk around the Ichthyosaurus Lagoon, but other than that, it's a straight shot to the Innovation Center and the entrance. And then you come up here, and you cross the Tor tracks, and then you're at, I guess what we could call the Mosasaurus Plaza, right? Because the Majungasaurus just, I'm sorry, you've been outclassed by the Mosasaurus. That's kind of mean. Maybe we'll call it the M Plaza for Mosasaurus and Majungasaurus. There you go. That's a politically correct solution. That pleases everyone, I'm sure. So now we're gonna go down. You know me, I like lining my path. I don't know what to tell you. It's a sickness. It's an obsession. That's for sure. There's no joke there. It really is an obsession. I'm gonna need me some like hedges, or, you know, low fences in the next game to sort of prevent me from having to do all of that. Here we can look into this habitat. Oh, Nodosaurus, and this was Sauropelta Polycanthus. You speak nonsense, lady. Well, it's kinda coming this way. You see it. I feel like we can check that off the list. We see it. He's very red. He has a bit of a sunburn, but we love him nonetheless. Nodosaurus is cute. It's not my favorite, but it is cute. Oh, and he gave up. Okay. Oh, he's really red. Oh my gosh. Oh man. I know what it is with Frontier and skins for like Nodosaurids and Ankylosaurids and Sauropods as well. Just certain species groups, they just, I don't know, didn't have any good inspiration for or something. After our little visit with the Nodosaurus, I want to go into that log viewing gallery and see which species are there. It overlooks like several habitats. So that's the way we're going to go, but we're taking a detour to the side here. Through another like wall, and we have 3 things. One of them is the log, and the other 2 are just viewing domes. And thankfully, the game actually tells us with these banners up in front. That's very helpful. So this is the log. From the log viewing gallery, we can just see the Pentaceratops walking into the corner of its habitat there. The Penta would have also been visible from the path. There should be Gallimimus in this one, but they're not quite visible yet. Let's look at the other side. At the other side, we have the Sauropod, which I previously mistook as Polacanthus. I apologize. But yeah, there you go. We have the Sauropod. And there's the path up there, by the way. So from there, we could have seen the Pentaceratops if it had not been a no-show. Let's turn back around. Now let's hope that the Gallimimus make an appearance as well. I've been sitting here forever, and it seems like the Gallimimus just really prefer this far corner. So just to tick them off our list here, we have the Gallimimus. Jar Jar, and the other one is called Binks. You know what? I see it! I see it! I see it! So this one accesses the log right there, but we have 2 more access points, which look into these 2 viewing domes. So that's where we're gonna go next. Just for the sake of realism schmealism, we're actually gonna walk over to the entry point. There we go. Alright, so what are we gonna see in here so far? Oh, there you go! Oh, Casmo! Oh, that's nice that you are walking right along the viewing dome. That's very helpful. We're in the back of the 2 habitats. Yeah, this bar right at eye height is a bit of a design flaw, I would say. And then the other dome looks into the front of the 2 habitats, which is gonna show us the beautiful, beautiful tree. Like, look at that tree. That's a sexy tree. Oh, what am I seeing? Oh, Dracorex! There you go. See, hiding right behind this freaking metal rod that's in front of your face. But there you go. Be running up that road, be running up that hill, be running away from my singing. That's a good tree right there. Sexy. We're gonna continue along. Oh my gosh. She's getting a little loopy. This tour is so long. Now I am regularly taking breaks to keep my energy up and also to make sure that I don't throw up because the first person camera mode tends to make me quite sick. Anyway, we have this super long path over here which takes us all the way back to that circular plaza with the feathered species. But we're gonna take this route. Lots of flags along the way. And right in the middle, this path sort of, opens up into some windows that look into the habitat. So this would be the Dracorex. And this is a mystery. Looking at the tiny icon on the map, I think it's Dilophosaurus. I had a little check and it's actually Proceratosaurus. It's just... I saw, yeah, there you go. We see a glimpse of it. Oh, come over here. Come over here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the case of mistaken identity. I'm so sorry. You're very clearly not a Dilophosaurus. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know. I just saw a small carnivore with the crest on the head. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. At least you can't spit at me. Allegedly. I don't know. Maybe you can. Maybe you can. So like llamas. I appreciate this. I appreciate you showing me that you are very much not a Dilophosaurus. I thank you for your service. Oh, here comes your buddy as well. Wow, look at that. I feel quite lucky. So those are the Proceratosaurus, another species we can cross off the list. I hope you have been keeping a list, right? Surely you have been. Okay, so we're on to another plaza. Quite modest, I would say. It just has some... a little bit of path variation, some nice decorations, a seating opportunity, of course, because it's a lot of walking in this park. And I use these wall pieces to sort of, block off the view when you first walk towards the plaza. So you have to walk around the wall pieces to get the open, airy effect of it. I don't know, it felt very feng shui, even though that's probably an entirely wrong interpretation of it. But yeah. I just felt like that was nice. And we can walk around here and get a better look at this is the Polacanthus. I'm doing a little cheaty cheat because now Now it's in front of this one right here. This is a nice area though, I really like this. And, you know, you could get lucky and see the Dracoryx here as well, because that's the invisible fence separating the habitats. Ideally, I probably should have put like a larger dinosaur in that back habitat so you could also see it from here. Again, these are the sorts of things that you just encounter while you're touring a park. Honestly, that might be like a lesson for future Evo, to sort of tour a park before I consider it done. It's too late now though, it's too late. We have to move on. And we're gonna move on into the hybrid section of the park, which is closed off to visitors. Now there is a way for visitors to get like a sneak peek into this part of the park, but they don't actually have access. To gain access, they have to go through this gate, which they do not have the security clearance for. Only we have it. Now, of course, again, this park is entirely unmodded. Getting the gate on the path like that is just a glitch, and I've actually done a short on how to do that. It's super, super simple. So if you want to add gates on top of your path, I highly recommend you check out that short. If I remember, I will link it at the top right here. I probably didn't, because I'm a bad YouTuber, but then please remind me, and I will. Bad Evo, bad Evo. But yeah, it's quite cool, right? To have like this sort of closed off area in the park that's not accessible to the mere mortals. This is only accessible to gods like Dr. Wu. So actually up there is the path that our guests can access. And you can see that, you know, from that elevated perspective, they can look at this area a little bit. You know, they might see some scientists walking around. They might see, maybe they can look over the fence. I'm actually not quite sure, but they might hear the Indominus Rex or the Scorpius Rex, but they're not able to see it. And we are only able to see it if... I just realized that's not going to work without path connection. Oh gosh darn it. So I'm gonna have to fake this bit. This is fine. But yeah, this is our hybrid area. Also, we have our response facility here. We have some supplies. You know, this would also be in case of emergency throughout the park, right? And I have been flying this helicopter manually quite a bit, trying to put the dinosaurs back into their enclosure, because again, they keep escaping. But you know me, my stormtrooper aim, it's just not working out very well. I like this, you know, doubling up on the flags. That's quite nice. So yeah, let me just fake this. Normally what you would do is you would hop into here. You could also, you know, if this was functional, hop into here. But yeah, you would hop into the Hyperloop, and you would pop into these biosyn viewing galleries. But yeah, that doesn't work without the path connection. And then, yeah, you could stand here and observe the Indominus Rex. Let's walk around. Ooh, scary. And then again, imagine that you're in the Hyperloop. You could go over here to this one. And this is the Scorpius Rex habitat. I'm not seeing them, and since we're cheating anyway, we might as well properly cheat. There they are. Hiding in the forest. Up to no good, I bet. Just sneaking, and just tiptoeing through the shrubbery. I know you're scheming in there, buddy. Yeah, I got your number. And of course we have the other hybrids, which is... Here you go. Wilma the Indoraptor. Now you might say, Evo, respectfully, what do you mean the other hybrid? These are 3 hybrids. We have more in the game, and you've shown them. You know, Spinoraptors, Spinoceratops, Ancylodicus, and why am I blanking on the last one? Why am I blanking on the last one? Alright, hold on. Stegoceratops, Jesus Christ. Hold on, god dang it. Stegoceratops, Spinoceratops, there you go. Spinoraptor and Ancylodicus. There you go. We actually have one of those we haven't seen yet. But yeah, those are just in different parts of the park. I put these hybrids in like the separate hybrid area because I felt like these were the more monstrous looking hybrids, you know, kind of dangerous failed experiment type of hybrids. Whereas the other hybrids felt like they belonged a bit better in just, you know, among the regular dinosaur population, just accessible to the public. That's the reasoning there, at least. So I'm gonna drop us back down there, and we're gonna race back towards the security gate so we can continue our tour in the publicly accessible part of our park. I wonder... Oh, I know where the Stegoceratops is. I know. For a second there, I thought, did I forget it? But no, I double checked. We do have all 122 species in this park. And I'm really trying to show you every single one of them. Even if I have to cheat, I will show you every single one of them. So this is, again, the plaza. Oh god, I ran face first into a wall. That happens to me sometimes, not gonna lie. So now we're gonna continue along this path. Again, just lines of trees. Oh, by the way, the hybrid area is completely double fenced. Because, you know, security reasons. And then we can pass in between these two habitats. And have a look at what's inside. What is inside? Oh, that's Majungasaurus. Trust me. Trust me, bro. That's Majungasaurus up there. It's a little shy. I apologize to the Majungasaurus fans, but I'm considering that a check. And we're gonna move on. Oh, lucky moment. I moved on not a second too late. Across from the way, we have the Velociraptor. And again, this is where it kind of shows that the dinosaur placements in some of these areas, in some of these habitats, is a little bit random. I think that's a symptom of how this park was initially built, right? During live streams. And I added dinosaurs based on what the viewers wanted to see, without thinking to myself, okay, but like, what is actually a placement that makes sense? And I should have done like themed areas in the park. And you know, hindsight 2020, that's definitely something that I could have improved on to make this park even better. You know, I went through the trouble of planning the entire layout. I should have planned the dinosaur placement as well. So that's a regret I do have for this park. But you know, we gotta learn from our mistakes and move on, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna move on. So across the way, you know, from whence we came, we have another hop on, hop off point for the Jurassic tour. And the Jurassic tour, you know, goes by all of these habitats and probably provides better visibility than the path does. You can see like that long path up there. That's the path that diagonally crosses through the entire park. I think I need to cheat again and just make sure that we didn't miss anything. I think it was, yeah, Stiggy, the Eminem. And this is the way. Now, normally, I gotta sort of explain my cheating, right? Normally, when you walk past a habitat and you don't happen to see a dinosaur, that's okay. You know, there are 122 habitats. If you don't see 5 species, that's alright, in my opinion at least. But not for this tour. I'm committed to show you every single one of them, no matter what. Even through nefarious means, having to assume my godlike powers of disembodying myself and hovering about. Which is a security issue, not gonna lie. Off to this side, we have a bit of an amenity area, so you cross over the tour track. And again, just off to the side, I like creating these, you know, more quiet areas for people to have a sit. This is also where they can have another look into the Styraco habitat, so another opportunity for that. And what is this? This is an Evo mistake. This should have been path. For some reason I thought this was tour, but that's that one. Interesting. Evo. Hold on, no, I'm just gonna pretend that I did it on purpose. Yeah, it's just a different guest experience. We're just trying to pretend that natural path is a thing in the game and our guests can walk over this texture. That's exactly my intention for this area. This is not a case of me forgetting to put a bit of path there. I would never. Me? Forgetting about path? You're talking about the crazy path lady here, my dude. Come on now. We're gonna quickly move along and hope that people have tapped out at this point. Timestamp it in the chat so other people can shame me. This is the part with the tour track, and I did the exact... Oh my god, I really went crazy building this park, because you see the red flags? The exact same red flags that I lined the other bit with? I thought that I did it twice, and I didn't even realize I did it twice. I didn't even stop to think, well, that's weird. The tour can't go through both of these passages. Oh my god. I really did go crazy building this park. Oh my gosh. Let me check my directions. We need to keep going. So we are gonna do exactly that and keep going. So here's another area, basically the same as what we had before with like the Huayango and Velociraptor, and it's sort of repeated here. So what do we have in these two? Hold on, I hear something. Oh, might be something like Troodon? But yeah, oh my god, I genuinely did go crazy decorating this entire park because it was so much work. There was so much to do. No, he's turning around and walking away. God dang it. Is it Troodon? What are you? I don't know. I can't see it. I think it's Troodon. It's Troodon. Okay, I'm gonna place my bets. You place your bets down below. And I'm gonna have a look. I think it's Troodon. It is Troodon. There you go. Alright, I can rest easy. It's not another case of Polycanthus. No, it's Sauropelta. And across from Troodon, we have... There you go. Oh my god, I'm so grateful that they're walking over here. Even though their habitat actually has a couple other viewing opportunities, so it wouldn't have been too bad. But they're just showing up. They're curious. Or they're hungry. Maybe, oh my god. Maybe I'm in danger. Maybe this is not a happy encounter. Oh wow, look at that. They really want some attention. They really want to say hello. And now that they've said hello, oh, I think they're lining up for some. Yeah, for sure. Oh. Oh. Well, that escalated quickly. Okay, so that's Metri. We can check that off our list. And then let's go through here, because there's another path off to the side. Oh, hold on. I hear big footsteps. Let me rush. There. Oh, the Gigas. Nice. Dang, for some of these we got really lucky. And there's the female. Oh, we could have seen... Oh gosh, you snooze, you lose. But yeah, we could have seen them from here as well. Just a little viewing from the path, so you could have a little rest here. And just wait for the giant theropods to walk back and forth. You're a snack. We're gonna head back through here. Let me just check my map. Okay, so... we're gonna go this way. Alright, it's a good thing I checked, because I was gonna go that way. So we're gonna actually go up to where that hotel is now. And also see what our guests would be able to see of the hybrid area. So I'm gonna speed up a little bit. We have some more decorative water. Oh! And we have a surprise appearance. I think that's Acrianthesaurus. Yeah. You also have the tour go through this, so you could get like up close with the Acrianthesaurus, but you know, you can see them fairly well like this. That's nice. Little Crichton baby. And then if we take this path, I'm just running a bit. I'm trying to make this tour not last 6 hours. Let's check back in at the end and see how I did. So yeah, there is where the tour goes into the habitat. We have another aquarium. Oh, there you can see the Biosyn Tower for the hybrid area. We're gonna go up here. And yeah, that should have been a path. That's not a tour track, Evo. No, it's a natural path. That's what we decided on, right? I'm a professional park builder. Ooh, what's through here? I've honestly forgotten. Look how nice this is. Just A winding path leading up to a mystery. Oh, this is of course still Acrianthesaurus. No, no, I know what's supposed to be in here, and I bet it's not. The Acrianthesaurus. Yes, this is the Acrianthesaurus habitat. Through that gate is the Crichton. The Acrianthesaurus constantly escape. At some point, I gave up on these guys. So there's a good chance this is literally an empty habitat. Oh, no! Well, one of them is still in here. Yay. I consider that an absolute win. But yeah, I've spent many an expedition hunting down Acrianthesaurus in this massive park. One of them glitched into another habitat. Let's actually see. Let's see. Oh, that's interesting. Oh god, we nearly fell into the abyss. There is only one in here. Hold on. So where's the other one? Where's the other one? It's over here! It's over here! Oh my gosh! If we rush, we might encounter it on the path. Let me quickly drop back down. It escaped again. What a little bugger. So it's actually exactly where we want to go. So let's go there. We actually have to go the other way first. Oh god, sorry, a little heavy-handed. So as we come up, we can go to the left, which is where we're going to go. We could also go to the right. The right goes up, and the left is our viewing in the hybrid area. There's a lagoon over here. Again, I did the same thing where the ground is dug down on one side and level on the other for the viewing opportunity. Again, I like playing with elevation as much as I can. We have a tiny habitat here. I think maybe Morus intrepidus? I see it, but it's too small to identify. That is indeed Morus intrepidus, with good camouflage color as well. Alright, so the teeny tiny Morus intrepidus, I really dropped the ball on this habitat. Not gonna lie. So this is what our guests will be able to see of the hybrid area. And it shouldn't be much, but yeah, there you go. That's exactly what I wanted. So yeah, if you're patient enough, if you're committed enough, on occasion, you might see a glimpse of the Indominus Rex walking around, right? Because that's the Indom habitat right here. And same over here. You have a little bit more of a view. Yeah, you can see the Indoraptor right there. I think maybe this could have used a couple more trees, honestly, to create that same effect that you have with the Indominus habitat. I like this quite a bit more. I wonder if we can see the Scorpius habitat. Probably not. I think that's too far back. Yeah. But yeah, you could spy on the scientists walking around. You might catch a glimpse of the infamous Dr. Wu. And then over here, it's just, it's a nice path area, I guess. Some amenities. And we're gonna go up and see if we can find the Acrianthesaurus. A little sneaky. Alright, let's actually speed this along. Going up, first floor, ladies' underpants, and allegedly, Acrianthesaurus. Alright. Let's see if we can find. Honestly, this has just become a game of find the Acrianthesaurus. And in the meantime, show off this area of the park as well. We have some decorative water, some seating, flanked or backed by concrete wall to sort of, again, create different areas, break up the open space. I want to hop into that lagoon viewing gallery in a second. This is Lysosaurus. Yeah, it's right there. It's right there. Here, just a nice decorative lake, she says. She's wholly focused on finding the escaped Archie. Shouldn't get too distracted by that, but gosh. Alright, there's the Lystro. There you go, there you go. Hi, little buddies! Aww. So that's the Lystro in this tiny habitat. I'm just gonna walk around here. So this path goes down to where we were before. We have the hotel on top of the hill that we've been seeing in the distance from several areas of the park, which also comes with, some amenities and a seating section. And we can actually cut through here to another amenity area with seating section. And this also provides a little bit of an elevated view of another section of the park where we're gonna go in a hot minute. There, so if we go over here, you know, that's as far as views go, I think that's pretty okay. You know, you'd have to get lucky to see a dinosaur. But we will be seeing the dinosaurs. Whether we're lucky or not, we make our own luck. Okay. No Arky so far. Concerning. Disappointing. Oh, speak of the devil. Hello. There it is. It just walked through the gates. Hi, buddy. Aww. Hello. Who's a naughty boy? Who is naughty? Yes, it's you. Oh, okay. We're just gonna leave him be. You know, he did all that trouble glitching through solid concrete, so let him have it, right? He's peaceful. So, yeah, I quite like this. Like, that's a nice view, right? With my favorite tree right there. This Arky is showboating, I tell you. It's like, no, don't look at the gate, don't look at the tree. This is a dinosaur game, Evo. Look at me, I'm a dinosaur. It's like my little pets. Heck yeah, buddy. Heck yeah. Alright, we're gonna continue our tour, buddy, but thank you so much for your appearance. You really spruced up my life. Alright, let's go to this lagoon viewing gallery. What do we have? What do we have? We have Pleurodon. For Pleurodon, because Frontier made them look so crocodilian, and I don't know why, but they did. What I really like for Pleurodon is just a lot of kelp. Honestly, if it was a bigger lagoon, I would have done even more kelp than this, but I wanted to be like respectful of the little free space that they do have. But yeah, I love the look of them just swimming through like this heavily kelpy area, because the kelp gives it a little bit more of that swampy feel. Even though kelp very much does not belong in a swamp, but you know what I mean, right? Like that overgrown look where you only on occasion get a glimpse at what is swimming around in the water. I really like that. That way, yeah, I'm not as mad about how the Pleurodon looks, honestly. Like, that's so creepy. Yeah, that just really, I don't know, that gives me the vibes of a crocodilian swimming through a swampy lake or something. I really like that. I don't know, maybe I'm alone in that, but I genuinely feel like that sort of makes their design make more sense. I really didn't like the look of them in like our open empty lagoons before, but this I'm quite enamored with. We have another lagoon accessible from this entire paved area, and I actually really like how this looks, by the way. This is one of the areas in the park that I'm really happy with how it turned out. So we're coming up on that second viewing gallery for the lagoons, and maybe I should just skip the middleman and go... Wait! Oh! Sorry. The butt looked more blue. I thought it was a different dinosaur, but no, it's just the Arky again. It's just because the butt looked more blue than the rest of him. Alright, well, okay, let's check the view from the gallery first. What is in here? Oh, we have a Lasmo in here. There you go. Again, you can't even really tell just how small these lagoons are, right? Because the back wall sort of disappears. I've had another break, and maybe that's the best way for you to experience this tour as well, just taking some breaks in the meantime. But now I'm getting ready for the last leg of our tour. I think we're going to be able to reach the start of this park by the end of this session. And I guess the biggest star of this session is going to be the Spinosaurus that we're going to be seeing shortly. We're going to go down from this elevated plateau into the lower section of the park, and right to the right over there we see another hop on hop off point for the tour. And I'm going the wrong way because actually we're going to go there a little later, so I'm actually going to go this way instead. I just had like a quick glance at the map off to the side, and this is how I planned to go. So the section we're coming up to next, that's where we're finally going to have the Stegoceratops. Kind of forgot that existed. Kind of wanted to forget that existed. And Compy, one of the smallest dinosaurs that we have. As well as another lagoon. That would be the second to last lagoon, something like that. Oh my god, I'm losing track of what we have and have not seen. I'm really gonna have to count as I edit this. This is gonna be a beast. But yeah, I'm gonna have to count and make sure that we saw every single species. So this is the Stegoceratops habitat, and it's quite a big habitat, honestly, so we might not see them from here, but we have so many opportunities. Oh, I see them over there. But yeah, let's walk around here first. So again, some more seating opportunities. Amenities, stuff like that. Fountains, lots of plants. This is the Compy habitat. Alright, so this is not so much a case of the habitat being big, but just the species being so small that it makes it a struggle to find. But we can walk all around this habitat, so maybe we'll get a little bit more lucky on the other side. So yeah, let's just walk around. What I've done here is sort of give like this shop an extra entrance, I suppose, with the gate. Love using these gates. All right, let's see. I don't see them. God, I hope they didn't escape. All right, I hear them. Where are you? Oh, there you go. He's just darting along, hopping along. All right, well, that's another one we can cross off the list. Here I have a bit of, I think this is decorative water with the banner, Mr. DNA, T-Rex, quite like that. And I did block off the edge of the map with these wall pieces. Because yeah, there's just like a wide open field out there, which felt a little weird, a little barren. So I blocked it off with those pieces. And here we have a viewing gallery into the Stegoceratops habitat, and I'm hopeful. Well, there you go. There's one of them. I don't know, when I see it walking around like that, I feel a little mean. I'll stick by ranking this species last for me personally, because I just feel like it looks more like a toy than anything. But I'm not all that mad at it, honestly. It's not like it's hideous. It's just, you know, we have 121 better species. Oh, there's the other one. It sort of seems almost like, you know, when it's doing that in the water, like it's kind of having a mud bath. That's kind of a nice coincidence, I guess. All right, so that is the last of the hybrids. We've seen all of the hybrids now at this point. And what we're going to do, I'm going to speed up a little bit. And we're going to walk around the Stegoceratops habitat. All the way around. Actually, hold on. Let me pop into this viewing gallery. 2 of them! And see what we can see. So that's where we came from. Look at that tree! It's such a good tree frontier. In here we have Australopithecus. Looking good. Oh! It's right in front of the viewing gallery. Look at that. And in the adjoining habitat, we have Deinonychus. All right, our tadpoles. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna pause because it's right in front of this, I think. Oh, by the way, a little moment. Here you can see the Stegoceratops again. But what I wanted to, yeah, there you go. Oh, they're both in front of here. Nice. Oh, he just ducked down like, no. Nobody saw me. It's like a millennial when you ring the doorbell. No, I'm not here. I'm not home. Please. Ducking behind the couch. Alright. Well, I consider that lucky. I consider that a check. And then we're gonna walk along here. And at the very end... Ooh, I'm veering off course. At the very end, we have a viewing tower. There it is for the Stegoceratops habitat again. And I think... yeah, another viewing gallery as well. In here, we have... dinosaurs, allegedly. Maybe. Oh, yeah, there you go. Oh, Herrerasaurus. This is a super simple habitat, but again, like the nature in the game looks really good. I really like this combination of all these flowers. It looks like, I don't know, it just looks like a peaceful meadow. Oh. Yeah, I like it. I I am very easy to please though, so, you know, there's that. And since we're here anyway, might as well look at this view as well. There. So this is the Stegoceratops habitat. And you can see I've given them a pretty sizable habitat. They should consider themselves pretty lucky. Okay, I think the next species is gonna be... Oh, we have Dilophosaurus coming up. And then we have the Spinosaurus. Alright, I'm excited about that. Hopefully we're actually gonna see it. Look, I'll make sure we see it. Alright, so I really liked creating this avenue with like all of these trees hanging over it to create like a tunnel of trees. I think it creates a pretty neat like ancient forest kind of effect, or maybe ancient, you know, English old town road. I like that. So we have a restroom here, and then we're gonna follow this path. Just some flags, some bushes, some trees, you know, the good stuff in life. I'm gonna speed it up a bit. And then, yeah, I think this is Dilophosaurus, maybe. There you go. Oh, and there's the other one. Oh, yeah, come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Show off for the camera. Wave to the people. Oh, I hear the big footsteps of the Spinosaurus behind this wall. Let's hope we can see it. So the Spinosaurus viewing galleries are located off on this side section. There. And let's run towards the viewing gallery. It's a little difficult to see from this ground level perspective, but you know, it's a wet, swampy habitat, wetland habitat. We will be able to see it better from that viewing gallery up there. There they are. I think the Spinosaurus feels maybe a little snubbed, you know, that it never got to make another appearance in the franchise. I really hope Jurassic Rebirth is gonna be the time that we do get to see it again. I almost don't want to spook it, but here they come. Oh. Alright, the wait was definitely worth it. Oh, come on! You gotta be joking! See, I should have said anything. Really? You too? Yeah, there you go. Come on, buddy. Come on, don't be shy. This is your audition for Jurassic World Rebirth. Come on now. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Put your best foot forward. Heck yeah. Oh, and of course, here comes the other one. Alright, that's Spinosaurus we can cross off our list. Let's continue. At this point, like during recording, I have no idea how well I've been doing, how far along the list we are, but we don't have that much more park to go, honestly. So, yeah, let's see. Let's see what some big hitters coming up next are. We have Brachii and Archelon, which are like way at the start of the park. We also still have Spinosaurus, I think. We have some good ones still coming up. So here we're back at the guest section. So that's that elevated area where the Acrianthesaurus is walking around. So we came down from there and we've walked, you know, to the edge of the map. And we're back to this point. Here are the Australovenators. So yeah, oh, we can pass between the two buildings. That's kind of nice. To the Jurassic tour for the lazy people among us. So yeah, just couple of amenities here, seating opportunities, that sort of stuff. Let me check my map. We are going to go around this way. So hold on, let me just show you. This is just a whole path that we're not going to be taking. Is there something to see here? Is there something exciting? I think the other side is a little bit more interesting, but you know, just to show you. Oh, by the way, I like doing this, right? Like a little square of the concrete fence and then sort of create windows, quote unquote, with the wire fencing. I think that's pretty cool. You know, it looks a little fortified that way. And then the Jurassic Park rock in front of it. But this is not the way we're supposed to go. Also here we have the tour track running along. And then we cross over it here. And that's where it goes to the station. And where we're gonna go is we're gonna go to the right here. So let me slow down. That's where the Spinosaurus was. So this is the direction we're gonna go in. Okay. What do we have coming up on the side here? Oh, I can't see. The icons are obstructed. It's gonna be a surprise for everyone involved. Okay, so what I've done here is instead of just using like the concrete fencing, I've used the wall pieces to line the enclosure. And then sometimes it opens up like this, you know, a little window that looks into the habitat. But yeah, you know, there are plenty all around. Also, another, you know, guest area. Hold on, I think they're at the very last one. Oh yeah, I see it. There you go, it's the Oplocephalus having a snooze. So this is one of those species that, you know, if you're in the tour, you can get a closer encounter with them. But yeah, Oplocephalus, check. And we're gonna move on. Checking the map again. We're just gonna cross this tour track here. It goes from one habitat into the next. And the habitat in question, oh, we have the Stegoceratops. Heck yeah. They have a cute face. A little dopey, but that's cute. They're both sleepy. What's across here? Oh, this is another square plaza with some decorative water, seating, my same old trick, lots of fountains. Oh, this is another look into the Oplocephalus habitat. Dang, I kind of missed that. We could have seen them like this. And this is just a path that goes back. So that's the path that we didn't take. That's where that leads. Just the other way around the habitats. Oh, let's see what's... hold on. We have an opportunity here. This will be... Oh, this is Acrianthesaurus. We've seen Acrianthesaurus. What is this one? This might be the Metri habitat? Yeah, this is the Metri habitat. Oh, yeah, there you go. I see them. So we're gonna go through there. And we're getting closer and closer back to... You know, that circular plaza with the feathered species. If you can recall. It's been a while. Oh, let's say goodbye to the Stegoceratops before we go. Bye, buddy. Okay. Well, it was good seeing you. Alright, we're gonna go through here. And we're actually gonna come up on a part of the park where I accidentally took us prematurely. And that's this area right here. So depending on whether I cut that out or not, we may have already seen this, but here I think this is pretty nice. Banner, skeleton, gates, all in one viewpoint. Looks pretty nice. Sort of breaking up the open space with this wall piece and like giving a backdrop to the fountain. And what do I hear? This is the duck, I think. Yeah, the ducks. Oh, it might be coming this way. Hold on. Apply some speed. Oh, they're both coming this way. The ducks are coming my way! Blessed by the ducks. So yeah, this is our duck pond, I guess. I don't know, maybe you could toss like pieces of bread at them. You shouldn't do that, by the way. You shouldn't feed ducks bread. That's actually not good for them. That's a little random knowledge with Evo moment. Evo doesn't have a lot of knowledge, but you know, the little bit she has, she does try to pass along, you know? They look so good. Alright, I'm happy we saw this, because I don't think we see the theory in the background. I don't think we got a good look at them earlier on in the tour. Here, another seating section. What I quite like is just how this tower is set into the plaza, right? I think that looks quite nice. Let's go into the tower. There, so we look down at the duck pond. That's the big circular plaza with, what's that? Megalodon Lagoon at the center. There's the Thanatos Dragon Aviary. We have the Innovation Center and tiny, like, glimpse of the one piece of monorail. Just to help you, like, understand where we are in case, like, the map hasn't been helping. And I certainly haven't been helping getting lost. Okay, so, honestly... This is a bigger part of the park we still had left to tour than I thought. Gonna speed this up. Again, so many bushes and trees in this park. Oh my gosh. Okay. This leads back to that circular plaza. I'll take a moment, oh god, to look into this habitat. Oh, the ducks! Oh, then what's across is the theory. See, this is what I mean. I keep getting lost, man. But yeah, this is the theory habitat. Right. Okay, so yeah, we've been there. We've done that. So where we need to go is we need to go up there. There's a couple of like paths branching off here, but we're gonna see the majority of that when we come back down. I first want to go up. More of the tour track. What's this? We might as well, right? Spared no expense. Oh, Iguanodon! We haven't seen Iguanodon yet, so yeah, it's a good decision that I went in here. Again, using the different models for sexual dimorphism. I'm really not a fan of the Dominion model, not gonna lie, I think it's hideous. I much prefer Frontier's take on it. I think that looks like an absolute beefcake, honestly. I shouldn't be using those words to describe a dinosaur, but there it is, absolute beefcake. Moving along from that awkwardness, I'm gonna show you, I think this is Struthia mimus over here. So we have a little bit of an elevation, a little bit of a plateau. Then we go up, and then we look into this habitat. Yeah, there you go, Struthia mimus. Another species we can cross off our list. And then going back down, there's another tour opportunity, like for the vehicle. Well, we'll be able to see this habitat to the left from the top there. We're gonna go here later when we come back. This gives us our first glimpse into the Tarbosaurus habitat. I don't see them yet, but we're gonna get a better chance at several points later. So I'm just gonna go up, and we're gonna go to the left first. What is in this habitat straight up ahead? Oh, there you go. Megalosaurus is in here. And then down below here we have we get a glimpse of like the Iguanodon and the Tor bridge. That's kind of cool. I don't remember what species is in like this front habitat. I put a little bit too many of these plants in here, honestly. Oh, it's the Triceratops. No, it's Spinosaurus. Oh my god, excuse me. God, that's even worse than what happened with Troodon coelophysis and Sauropelta polacanthus. Look at them. You know I had to cheat. I had to cheat to get like a nice view of them. Come on, can you blame me? Look at this sleepy dopey fella. I like this so much. Alright, after having cheated, we're gonna continue along. Oh, there's a viewing gallery over here. I'm just completely forgetting how I built this park, man. So yeah, over here there's a viewing gallery. So this will be the Spinosaurus habitat, I'm guessing. Oh no, what are you? Oh, Cerrado! God dang it, we just missed it! Let's just hang around and see if we can at least see them walk down the lower section of the habitat. Here they come. Thank you so much. Stepping out of the shadow. Second guessing it. Oh, having a sniff. It's almost like it's cautious to step out of the shadow of the fence. It's kind of cool. You know, it's all a coincidence, but if you use your imagination, you can pretend some cool behaviors. Let's go have another look at the Spinosaurus. I'm excited to see the Tarbosaurus. Yeah, we still have some good stuff coming up. Okay, so the Megalosaurus. It's a bit far away, but I also consider that a viewed dinosaur. So we have that species in the bag as well. Oh yeah, what I've been saying. Another look at the Spinosaurus. This is another area of the park that I quite like, you know. If I remember, I should put in like a little aerial shot of this part, because again, I think this is a nice looking area, sort of provides some variety with all of the single paths that go through this entire park. And just off to the side here, we have two viewing galleries. One is for the Spinosaurus, and the other, I don't remember. Actually, I do. I think it's Concavenator. Okay, but this is the Spinosaurus habitat, and as I said, from this perspective, they're all the way in the back there, but from this perspective, you can see that, you know, we went with this wetland kind kind of vibes. It's not really swampy. I don't, in my opinion, we don't have appropriate trees for swampiness. But yeah, more wetland, I guess is the better way to put it. And then across the way, alright, well, Concavenator is in here. Unless it escaped. So let's quickly go there. Yeah, just a nice bit of decorative water. You know how much I like that. Here we have another lagoon, so I need to go back to that viewing gallery over there. Where are my concavenators? It is a mystery. Alright, maybe we'll go into the lagoon viewing gallery first, actually. I might as well go right ahead and cheat, right? In this lagoon, we have the Lipleurodon, I mean Kronosaurus. I think we all sort of, like, collectively agree that this is the better Lipleurodon, right? Whee! Oh, that was almost perfect. A little bit of clipping, but it was almost perfect. I'll take it. Okay, let's see if my concavenators have appeared in the meantime. Or if I need to send out a search party. Alright, how about from this view then? Where are they? I'm pretty sure this is the concavinator habitat at least. But I'm not seeing anything. They should be here, but I genuinely don't see them. Oh no! Oh, they might have seriously escaped. Hold on. Oh no! Where are they? Where are the concavenators? Oh boy. This is gonna be a mystery that we're gonna solve at the end of this video, okay? I'm gonna continue the tour, and then when we've completed the tour, I'm gonna try to find the concavenators, and maybe we'll come across them in the meantime on, like, the path or something. But yeah, I guess they somehow escaped, glitched through the fence. It'll be so funny if we encounter them. Okay, I'm gonna walk us through this path, which goes around the lagoon, and this looks into the Megalosaurus habitat. There they are. Or one of them, at least. And this just has a dead end, but like it's a little bit of path. So we run back, and then we have some guest amenities, and this is gonna lead up to like a big outlook point that looks over the Tarbosaurus habitat. Another restroom. And if I just speed this along. There. So this is a giant path that curves around the Megalosaurus habitat on one side, and down below you can see the viewing log there, the Tarbos. They're very far away. They're lining up for their social. I had to cheat because I wanted to show you that, and that is where we are. There, so I'm gonna put us back. There you go. So yeah, that's the viewing log that looks down into the Tarbosaurus habitat, and on the other side is the Dreadnoughtus habitat. So again, you get that dual experience that I talked about in the T-Rex habitat as well, right? You have like an elevated view on one side and a more leveled view on the other side. We get another look, and that's actually one of my favorite like ways to look into the Tarbo habitat is down there with those banners. And I think I should get a move on because one of them might be going there. This looks so nice. Again, this is like one of my greenest parks ever, and I really like that aspect of it. So I'm just running down. That's Megalo over there. And we're going down and going off to this side. And again, I'm just speeding. Honestly, hold on. Let me pause it. Let me pause it because I don't want to miss the perfect opportunity. This is the Struthiomimus habitat again, and then off to the side here. I really like this. Yeah. Oh, kind of too late already, actually, because it's right there. But, you know, we have a little restaurant here, some seating, and then, like, these... Yeah, using the banners as quote-unquote windows and blocking off, you know, the space in between. I like that effect. But there goes the Tarbo. I really wanted to show it from this side. All right, I think that's the best it's gonna be. Let's continue our tour. So we're gonna go up to that viewing log, and have a look into the Tarbo habitat from there. And as I said, also see the Dreadnoughtus from there. Now we're just gonna sneak like down this path, and we're gonna go to the left. This way. Crossing over more of the tour track. Again, just snakes through the entire park. And then we come up here. What's in here? Dryosaurus is in here. Let's see if they'll come over. Oh, here comes one. Here comes one. Hey, buddy. Thanks so much for showing your face. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, wow. It's really coming up to the fence. Hi there. You're cute. Okay, I really... This tour's too long already, Evo. You can't be spending so much time looking at them. Okay, so one more time. A lagoon with one half dug down. And then we go up as we go around the lagoon. And what's in here? This might be the Shoni, actually. And I think that's the second to last lagoon species that we have, with the last being Archelon. So, well, I mean, okay, well, we'll see if we'll see them from the top perspective. No, they're all down below. Oh, no, little jump scare. There. Our giant sea blimps. And this will be our underwater view of the Spinosaurus lagoon. The lagoons, just like all the other habitats in this park, again, I decorated very simply. But, you know, if you decorate a lagoon very simply, it looks like this. If you decorate a land habitat very simply, it looks quite a bit better. Really what I just did with the lagoons was chuck in some kelp. And that was all in the name of preserving some frame rates, you know, for this tour. And also, I have to admit, like, decorating lagoons is a little... I'm a little unmotivated to do it. Because even if you put in the time, in my opinion at least, or maybe it's just a skill issue, but I'm not really succeeding at making them look all that great, even if I chuck in all the stuff that we do have. It's a nice shot. I'm happy with that. Looks good. Oh, you can see the brackies at the end of this avenue. Hold on. Let me sprint to it. Yeah, there you go. Oh, that's nice. Look who I found! I was gonna get a nice shot of the brackies. Look who I found! No freaking way. All right, after I get my shot of the brackies, we're gonna look at all the way they came. You know what? They're still together, though. I appreciate that. For, like, Hammond's arc, they escaped together and they stayed together. The couple that breaks out together stays together. I like that. All right, anyway, let me get this. Okay, so the concavenators are all the way in the Brachiosaurus habitat, and they came from... Look how far they came! They came from all the way over here! That's madness! Oh my gosh, look how far! That is wild. Oh, look, they're right by the Archelon, which sits on the glitched lagoon rock. That's pretty cool. Look at that! This was completely unintended, but it brings a smile to my face, not gonna lie. I quite like this. We gotta finish this tour, though. We're nearly there. So I'll put us back down here. Okay, let's continue. Pretend that this is just exactly how it was meant to be. Let's go into this viewing gallery. I don't know what's up here. Oh, this is the Dreadnoughtus. There you go. Yeah, and we have the log over there. That just like sits on the cliff over the Tarbosaurus habitat. So this is the Dread. Judge Dredd. Oh, Judge Dredd is having some trouble lumbering up that hill. Let's go into the log. That's this one. There. So that's the Turbo habitat. And then if we flip it, this is the Dreadnoughtus habitat, and both views are empty. Oh, well, not quite empty. Is that a tail, or are you just happy to see me? We're nearing the park entrance, which will be the end of the tour. We would have made our complete way around, but there's still a couple more things to see. Obviously, we have the Archelon Lagoon and this habitat. No idea what's in here, but we're gonna find out. Oh, this is Alamosaurus. Look how cute. I'd be careful though with those spiky bits as you cuddle. Okay, Alamosaurus, check. Oh, for the Archelon, we're definitely gonna have to do our little cheat again, because these things don't work. And here we have the Archelon. I think this is the last lagoon species that we're seeing on the tour. There's the two of them. And yeah, just to show you again, this rock, we glitched outside of the lagoon. It's a really neat little trick. I didn't find these glitches, I'm just the messenger. This one was discovered by Crazy Cat Mary. But yeah, I have done a tutorial, like this is part of... But if you want to know how to do this, I've done like a full glitch tutorial on all of like these game-changing and park-changing glitches. And I'll link that at the end here, because it's full of some really good stuff to make your builds just a little bit more interesting. We only have one more viewing gallery to go into, and that would be wrapping up the tour. Again, I'll be showing you some like aerial overviews of this park at the very end as well. But this is the last one, and it's gonna look into the Brachiosaurus habitat, which should be the last species. Hopefully it is. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to edit in some more dinosaur shots at the end. Oh, that is ballsy. That is ballsy. He's just coming over to gloat right now. But that's the actual star of this habitat at the very end. The Brachiosaurus. I love that, honestly. And that concludes the walk-around tour of Hammond's Ark, my all-species park in Jurassic World Evolution 2. We've reached the entrance plaza again. There's our, well, disturbing lack of entrance behind like the banner and the gate, through our lonely monorail arch, the reflection pool, and the innovation center. Wow, it feels like forever ago since I was here last, which for me was yesterday or the day before. For you, it would have been a couple of hours ago. I want to thank you all so much for joining me for this massive tour. I hope that walking around has given you some ideas that you want to incorporate into your own builds. In the meantime, this is just an overview of the park from the aerial perspective. Aside from a couple of areas, I don't think that's the strong point of this park. I think it really comes down to the detail on the ground level. So yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed that. I hope that I've been able to confirm through editing that I've seen all 122 species. If not, I will include here at the end shots of the dinosaurs that I missed. And hopefully it's a short list. Actually, hopefully there's no list at all. I'm gonna link some videos at the end here with more ideas and techniques that you can use for your own park builds. And I hope you're gonna have a good time with that. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and until next time, enjoy the game.